Hello, good evening. This is Johnny Vlogger midweek quiz. How are you doing? Hope everyone is well. I'll just wait a few minutes for people to come in and say hello. While you're coming in and saying hello, I'll find some questions. I've got some places questions. I think I'll do places today. We did that the other day. It was quite good. So why not do it again? Might as well. So some people might be watching the Conference Europa League final. I think it's a bit boring myself. You can't beat the Champions League and the Europa League, can you? They're the best two. They're the best two channels, football channels to watch. Finals. Jess Graham, hello. Is that your new name? Did you used to be Angry Velo? Is it Jess Graham now? Could you confirm that? Or is it someone else? Yeah, okay. How are you doing, Graham? Hope you're well. Hello, Charlotte. Good evening. See, Charlotte. Is that a friend of Ian's? Fun times are good times. Scottish pie. Scotch pie, hello. Glasgow Rangers. You're not a Celtic fan then? Up the Rangers. A-hi-da-doo. I had to change it because too many people thought I was actually an angry person and they couldn't see the irony. Oh dear. Fair enough, it makes sense, doesn't it? You could have said nice. I suppose you could have changed your name to Nice Graham. Polite Graham. Or has someone already got that name? Kick-off Adventures. Hello, how are you doing? Jess Graham. Well, there you go. That's nice and easy, isn't it? We can't really forget that one, can we? Kick-off Adventures. You recently changed your name, didn't you? That's a good name. Scotch pie. Where your next holiday, man? I don't know. Well, I do know, but I'm not revealing it, I'm afraid. I'm not telling anyone until on the day, I suppose. I'll put a post up. What I'll do, I'll put a vote. I'll put one of those vote things up where you have to guess where I'm going. You get about 4 or 5 choices, don't you? I'll put one up the day before I'm going or the day I'm going. Then you can have a vote, can't you? And then see if you know. I have told a couple of people. Hopefully they haven't spread the word. Scotch pie. Benidorm. Well, I'll tell you what. No, it's not Benidorm. There you go. I am planning on going there, but not yet. I'm working on it. I'm working on it as we speak. I keep looking. I've looked at flights, but I haven't looked at accommodation. And I was thinking of going when the Euros was on, when England are playing, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen now. Unless I find a reasonably priced accommodation and reasonable flights, then I won't be going when the Euros are on. We'll have to wait. It might have to get delayed to July or something. But if the prices rocket through the roof in July, which they might do, then I definitely won't be going in July. It get delayed. But if I can find a good package or a good hotel or apartment and good flights, then I'll go sooner. Hello JJ, hello David Butler, and hello Anne-Marie Elton. How are you doing? Kick-off ventures. You think I'm going to Thailand? No, I'm not going to Thailand. I want to go to Thailand. That's on the list, but that's quite expensive probably. I'm not sure if I could handle going there yet because it's I think it's a 12-hour flight to Thailand. My daughter Chloe's been there, and I've never been on a 13-hour flight. I don't know if I could handle it. especially after that turbulence thing with Singapore Airlines last week, where someone died and people got injured and all that. Imagine if that happened on your flight going to Thailand. Oh man, I'd be freaking out. I'd be praying on the plane. I'd be going, that's it, my time's up. No, it must have been scary, that, mustn't it? Being on a plane with severe turbulence. I mean, I have been on some planes with sort of a little bit of turbulence, a medium turbulence, but I've never been on a plane with really, really bad turbulence. That might happen one day. You never know. I suppose it's going to happen at some point. Must be a bit scary, mustn't it? I think they should have a new policy now. I think some airlines are doing it already. When you're in the air, they say keep your seatbelt on, don't they? When you're sitting in your seat, keep your seatbelt on. So if there was sudden turbulence, at least you can't go flying and hitting your head on the ceiling, or go flying round the cabin. The only thing I suppose you've got to look out for is if there was sudden turbulence, is the overhead lockers, that stuff doesn't fall out and bang on your head. That's obviously something you've got to be wary of, isn't it? Hello, JJ. Me too, maybe a good deal December, January. Yeah, the problem with December and January, though, in Benidorm, it's a bit cold then and it gets dark quicker. And to be honest, I don't think it's warm enough then. I think sort of May till October is probably best. After that, I probably wouldn't go there. And stuff shuts down. It's not very busy there then. Hit the thumbs up, please. Marie Elton says, thank you, Anne. Hello, Maria Ayres. Hello, everyone, if I've missed out your name. You're going to Turkey. No, it's not Turkey. What do you think of Flamingo Oasis? Flamingo Oasis. I've heard of it. I don't really know. I'd have to look for a video on YouTube and watch it. I'm not sure if the Matt Master's been there or Kevin Scotsman's been there or one of my new friends, Paul. Who knows where? He's done lots of reviews in Benidorm of hotels. He's doing quite well. His channel. He's just reached 10,000 subscribers. He's doing very well. So if you haven't seen his channel, check him out. He's a really nice guy. He's from not sure if it's Liverpool or Blackpool. He lives in one or the other. He's a really nice guy. He's been to Mallorca. I think he's just been to Lloret de Mar or something a few weeks ago. So he's got vlogs. He's ahead of his time, if you see what I mean. He's doing vlog. When his vlogs come out, they're like they could be up to a month, 2 months behind. He's done so many videos. He's pretty clever. It's a bit like the Mac Master. He's very organised. He's very prompt at doing his stuff. He's very clever. So check out his channel. Walkie Talkie Foodies. Walking Talking Foodies. Hello. Hey, we hope you're well. Really enjoying your lives and vlogs. Oh, thank you. Where you from, Walking Talking Foodies? Illuminata member. Hello. PJ's Bar. You been there? PJ's Bar. PJ's Bar. PJ's Bar. No, that doesn't ring a bell. Where's that then? Is that in the Strip or the Old Town? Scotch Pie. Las Americas. Oh, Las Americas. I thought he was on about Benidorm. Right, we're talking about Tenerife. PJ's Bar. Las Americas. Oh, my brain's gone blank. I can't think. No, where's that then? Whereabouts in Las Americas? I might have walked past it. Is that down the Columbus Strip? Or near Veronica's? Could be. I'm only guessing. Are you using TikTok much? No, I'm not using TikTok much. I need to get on my account and open it up again. I haven't been on it for months and months, so hopefully I'll put some little videos on there soon. Start getting into it again. And Instagram is another one. I just haven't bothered. I don't know why, but Instagram and TikTok are very popular, aren't they? So I need to make an effort, don't I? I'll try and get some stuff on there soon. So look out if you follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I've got about 3 accounts though on Instagram. I think I've got Johnny Vlogger, John Martin, and then I've got another one. I can't remember the other one. But TikTok, it's Johnny Vlogger UK, same as YouTube. I followed you on TikTok. Thank you, Kickoff Adventures. That's very kind of you. Walking, Talking. That's another channel, is it? Walking, Talking Foodies. You do food reviews, do you? I don't think I've watched your channel yet. I'll have to check that one out. I haven't heard of you before. Sorry about that. I didn't know you existed. It's always nice to find new YouTubers, isn't it? Check out their channels. Walking, Talking Foodies. There you go. I'll write it down on my little list. There you go. Things to do. To-do list. There you go. Right then, so we're going to do a quiz. Time's kicking on. I know I was going to go early and I had to eat something. I was starving, so apologies for that. And I had to wash my hair. My hair was a bit greasy, so I thought I'd wash my hair. So there you go. It's a bit better now, isn't it? Just got to have a shave tomorrow. Have a shave tomorrow. Have a nice shower. And look smart for the day. Right, so we're going to do a quiz. I'm thinking of doing places as one topic. We did that on Sunday. That was quite a popular subject. So I can tell you the other subjects, the options, and then you guys can pick out what you want. And the one that seems more popular, we'll do that one, yeah? So I'll tell you the options. We've got history, arts and literature. We've got food and drink and places. Oh no, we've got places already. So food and drink, TV and film, science and nature, music and sports and pastime, history, did I say that one? Arts and literature. So there you go. What's that? I've missed some comments. Hang on. I followed. Hello, Michelle T. Hello. Hello, Michelle T. and Gary, if you're watching. Jess Graham. I was right about Southampton, Jess Graham says. Yes, well done, Southampton, getting promoted to the Premier League again. I had a feeling they were going to go up this season, so well done, Southampton. Commiserations to Leeds. I know there's a lot of Leeds fans around. Leeds. Unfortunately, they didn't do well, did they? Never mind. It is annoying when a team you support, they don't go up in it. They get to the playoff finals. But that's how it is, isn't it? Only one person can win. Near the Dubliner. PJ's bar. Yeah, I think I know where it is now, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Is it next to the Los Angeles bar? PJ's bar, I think, isn't it? Is it the Los Angeles bar? Yeah, you just walk along from the Dubliner, didn't you? On the same side. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I know where you mean. I don't think I've ever been in that bar, to be honest. I've walked past it about 1,000,000 times. I don't know. Like I say, there's so many bars, isn't there, in Tenerife? You can only go to so many when you're on holiday. Right. Thanks for the support. We do shorts and have a few vlogs also. More vlogs coming soon. Thanks for the support. Okay. How many followers have you got, Walking, Talking Foodies? History, science and nature and places. History, science, nature and places, please. Leeds have a bad track record in playoffs. My mate bought a big 72-inch screen to watch next year's Premier League if it came with no leads. Ah, very good, Jess Graham. Oh dear. That's a very good one. My mate bought a big 72-inch screen to watch Premier League if it came with no leads. Well, you wanted a wireless one. You wanted a Bluetooth one. We now have 175 subs. Okay, well I'll give you a shout out or something. Walkie Talkie Foodies. There you go. I've got you written down. I did watch another video actually of I'm not going to say their name now because I don't know it, but there was a couple in Benidorm and they went in Sherry's bar and they were doing a review on the breakfast. And if you watched my video earlier, I was slating Sherry's. I was slating Sherry's for their expensive pint of Coke, $4.40 a pint, which I thought was disgraceful considering other places nearby was only €2 or say €2.50, €3 for a pint. I think $4.40 was a bit steep. You know, you might as well go and buy a couple of beers or a beer at that price. Someone was making a lot of money there, so I put me off buying drinks at that Sherry's bar now. I might try their food, but if the food's bad when I go there, I'll never go there again. I mean, some places they get hyped up, you know, are they really that good? I mean, just because one person has a good experience there doesn't mean other people are going to have a good experience there, does it? Everyone has a different experience when they go to a bar, a restaurant, or if they go to a destination on holiday. Yes, right. So, who wants to do the quiz then? Let's get some names down. Anyone want to do the quiz? If we get enough interest. So it's free, it don't cost anything. There's no prize money, it's just for fun. So I assume David Butler wants to do it. So that's one person. You're a wanted man now in Benidorm. I hope not. The thing is though, you know, all I wanted to do, I just wanted to go in the bar, I ordered a drink, and you know the prices, the average prices, and it was dearer than what I expected, so just one of those things, wasn't it? Right, we got David Butler, we got 21 in the room. Who else wants to do the quiz? Anyone else up for it? Say I'm in if you want to do the quiz. I'm in. So basically the way it works is I read out a question and you get 40 seconds to answer it, and then I go time up, and then we go through your answers and you get a point if it's right. Sometimes I give you half a point if it's sort of right but not completely right. If it's completely wrong, then you don't get any points. If it's spelt wrong, I'll give you a point if it's near enough. Aaron Holland, can you say hi, Aaron? There you go. I've just said it, Aaron Holland. Come on, folks. Yeah, come on, folks. Let's do a quiz. So there was someone spamming on Tim's live earlier, and I timed him out. I haven't done that before on a live, so I hope I did the right thing. So be normal on here, be polite, be respectful to everyone. Otherwise, you'll be booted out or banned. It's definitely true. I've tried some of the vloggers' recommendations and I never enjoy them. Yeah, I know. I've tried. I've done that. Some are good and some are bad, aren't they? It's a mixture. Right. Who wants to do the quiz? Come on. Is Denise on? I don't think Denise is on yet, is she? Shall I message her? That'd get another one, wouldn't it? I suppose some people are watching the football, aren't they? Why watch that football? It's rubbish. There's no point. It's the what is it? The Conference Europa League. It's like the worst one, isn't it? It's a bit like watching the National League playoff, isn't it? You know, the difference between championship. Oh, that guy you timed out is deaf, John. Oh, sorry. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, I only timed him out for 300 seconds, so I thought I'd better not time him out too long in case he was okay. I didn't know that. Sorry. Sorry about that. Let's skip the quiz if not enough interest. Yeah, I'll give it another, 5 minutes, and then if we ain't got enough interest, maybe I'll try tomorrow. So we've only got one person interested. Dear oh dear. I think that's the lowest interest we've ever had. Never mind. Well, what should we talk about then? If we're going to do a little chat, what should we talk about? Snidey man. Rock, paper, scissors, bruv. I'm watching, it's like watching paint dry. How long will that paint take to dry? Oh dear. Drugs. No, we don't want to talk about drugs. Definitely not. No, we're not. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about wars, and I don't want to talk about drugs. There you go. So we're not dealing with any of them. Send him to timeout. He's cheeky. Oh dear. Well, if you've got any suggestions, what you want to talk about, put it in the comments. If they're acceptable, we'll talk about them. We could talk about holidays. Is anyone going on holiday soon? Where are you going? Food. We could talk about food. We could talk about places. Have you been here? Have you been there? Anyone got any jokes? Well, we got one from Graham. Just Graham. Are you still there, Just Graham? Real Madrid should win Saturday. So it's the Champions League final on Saturday, is it? Real Madrid v... Who is it? Who else is it in the final? I can't remember now. Hello, Sarah Childs. Hello. Well, hello, everyone. How are you, Sarah? Are you good? Did you say you was going to Tenerife soon, Sarah? So Anne and David are going to Tenerife, aren't you, in June? Is anyone else going to Tenerife in June? Roger, I think he's going in September, isn't he? He's just been there. I think he's just come back now, hasn't he? He's going in, is it September? What's happening here? Not a lot, David Winch. We're just talking. I was trying to get people to do the quiz. We've only got David that wants to do it. Unless anyone else... if we can find another 5 people, I'll do the quiz. We are, Johnny. Yep, I know you're going, Anne. Lucky you, eh? Can I come? Well, I possibly might be able to come. I don't know yet. Who knows? What sort of questions? Well, we got places, so that's like geography. We can do some other topics: music, TV and film, food and drink, history, arts and literature, science and nature. We got plenty of topics to do. TV and film, yeah, science and nature, music, sports and pastime. We can do some sports questions. Maybe we should do a quiz like on a country one day. So like we could do one on Tenerife, and then another day we could do one on France or something, or Germany or America. Would you like to do that? Like a quiz on one particular place? Or we could do a quiz like on if it was like music, and rather than it being all different types of eras, we could do one on, say, 80s pop or 90s pop or millennium pop or rock. Or maybe we could do what could we do? We could do a quiz on football, like a football team, or the FA Cup, or the Champions League, or the Championship. We could do all sorts of things. Tourist spots, capitals of the world. What would you like to do? Or they call it a general knowledge quiz, don't they? Is that like, that's like a mixture of everything, isn't it? A general knowledge. Maybe we could do that. You're watching Britain's Got Talent. Ah, that might be another reason why it's not busy then. I didn't know that was on. You see, I don't watch TV, so unless you know, you don't know, do you? Got grandchildren tomorrow, so I'm off to bed soon. Fair enough. Yeah, they're off, aren't they, this week, aren't they, the kids? I saw my youngest grandchild the other day, Atlas, Chloe's new baby. He's growing up. He's looking pretty nice. David Winch, first time on here. Hello, David Winch. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we do quizzes normally, one in the week and one on a Sunday night. Sometimes it's popular in the week, sometimes it's popular on a Sunday. It varies. Britain's Got Talent's got 20 million subscribers on YouTube. Blimmin' heck. That's a lot, isn't it? Not as many as Mr. Beast though. He's got about 200 million, hasn't he? Is it 200 million? He got an award, didn't he, Mr. Beast? I saw it the other day. He got this massive plaque. It looked like a bald eagle or something. It was all made of silver or glass. I can't remember now. He pulled it out of the box and he said, "Can I have another 5?" And he said, "Well, when I get to 300 million subscribers, can I have another 5 of them for my mates, for my colleagues that help him do his channel?" We need to get Johnny Vlogger to 20 million. That'd be the day, Sarah. It can be a struggle, YouTube, you know. Sometimes you get a big rush of subscribers and then you get hardly any. Depends what your what videos you're throwing out, doesn't it? What content you're doing. If you're doing something that interests people and they pass the word on, then you get more interest. But when you start not doing a lot and it's the same old thing, then sometimes people get bored, don't they? They move on. Dean Leaney. Hello, Dean Leaney. Where you from, Dean Leaney? And where's David Winch from? Where are you two guys from? Thanks for coming on. So, Michelle's going to Tenerife soon, aren't you? Michelle T. Was you going in June, is it? You said you didn't like your Norwegian cruise. So no more of them. Dean Leaney, hello. Yes, the 9th of June you're going. How long are you going for? A week, 2 weeks, 10 days? Where are you staying this time then, Michelle? Costa Adeje? Los Cristianos? Playa de las Americas? TikTok moves much quicker with subs and stuff. Yeah, maybe if I go on TikTok and Instagram, I might get more subs that way. I find it's easier to get followers on TikTok than it is YouTube. Only a week. Costa Adeje as always. Okay. Dean Leaney, you're going to Canberra Sands? Oh, you're from Canberra Sands? Aye, Canberra Sands. Yeah, I know. That's Canberra Sands. That's near Rye, isn't it? Near Hastings? Hastings, Rye area? I've been to Canberra Sands. I think I did a couple. Yeah, I did a couple of videos. I did a few videos on Canberra Sands. Count Dookie. Whoa. Count Dookie. That's a good name, Count Dookie. Who is this strapping your lad? You haven't got a clue, Rochester 459. I wouldn't admit to being from Canberra Sands. Mixed Onions makes music, Brighton, UK. Love Canberra Sands as a kid on holiday, Kick-Off Adventures says. Canberra Castle Pub. Daniel Hunch 022. Any plans on going anywhere soon? Yes, I'm going away next week for 4 days. So I'm going on Wednesday and I come back Saturday. It's only a little trip. But I'm going to 2 destinations in 4 days. So that means I'm flying on 3 planes. Instead of 2, I'm flying on 3. So it's like a triangle. It's like you take off, fly to one destination, fly to the second destination. Is that right? Yeah. And then back home. They used to do good rave weekends at Canberra. Mixed Onions makes music, Brighton, UK. Is it a capital city? Rochester 459 was timed out. Oh dear. He's being a bit rude, is he? What did he say? I don't know what he said. Oh, view deleted message. I haven't got a clue. Maybe that was why. See, if you're not polite, you get kicked out. You know the rules. You have to show respect to people on here, including me. If you don't show respect, you get booted out. Charlotte, hello Charlotte. Well, we was trying to do a quiz, but we're not getting enough interest, so it's getting late now. It's 9:45, isn't it? So I'll just do a little chat for up to an hour maybe, and then I'll end it. We might. I'll try and do a quiz tomorrow, Thursday. There you go. What is it? Wednesday today. So because the football's on and Britain's Got Talents on, maybe we'll leave, there's not enough interest today. It's all about the current affairs and what's on TV and what people are doing, isn't it? Sometimes you get a lot of interest, sometimes you don't. So, as there's not enough interest, we won't do a quiz today. Hello, Helen Casey. Just came on to say hello. Oh, that's very kind of you. Well, hello to you as well, Helen. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're well. Arsenal since 1991. Hello. Respect. That's it. It's all about respect, isn't it? We're all human beings. We should all be respected. Sarah Childs, Johnny Vlogger doing a UK tour. Well, I don't know about a UK tour. I might go to a couple of places in the UK soon. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Yeah, I might go up to the northeast and the northwest. Yeah, and maybe down West Country a bit. I might go around London. I might go around London a bit soon as well. I haven't been to London for a while. Maybe might stay in a few B&Bs or something, or hotels, and do some vlogging in London maybe. Go and see some sightseeing in London. There's lots of events going on now, aren't there? Because it's the summer, like various things happening. So, cheaper to go abroad. UK prices high. Kickoff Adventure says yes. Do a quiz, mate. Arsenal since 1991 says. Well, if we do a quiz, what would you like to do? Arsenal since 1991. What quizzes do you like doing? I mean, we got David. I don't know if David's still on here, and Charlotte. That's possibly two people. I don't know if Denise is watching in the background. She normally comes on, but I did message her, but I haven't had a reply. So maybe she's busy. I don't know. If people are busy, you can't get them on, can you? That gaff looks either Molescombe or White Hawk. How do you know? You know the Brighton houses, do you? Well, you're very close. Yeah, you are. You're not far out, Mick Sun. Well, yeah, you're very close. So, I'm not going to give you my address though. General knowledge. This year we only experienced winter and autumn, no summer. Yeah, the weather's been a bit rubbish, hasn't it, in the UK this year? It's not very good at all, is it? It's pretty rubbish. Lots of rain and the temperatures are down and not enough sun. Can you do a quiz surrounding Donald Trump and Stormy Daniels? Too late for me for quiz now, sorry. Yeah, it is a bit late now. Yeah, we'll have to leave it now. We'll do a quiz another day. Tomorrow. Let's go for tomorrow. Let's say about what? 8:30 tomorrow. There you go. 8:30 we'll do a quiz tomorrow. So if you hit the subscribe buttons, hit the notification bell, it will ping. It will ping when I'm doing a live. There you go. Johnny feeling tired? No, I'm not tired. Do I look tired? I'm probably looking old. I'll get big bags under my eyes now sometimes because I've either had too much to drink, alcohol, or it's lack of sleep. Or stress. Stress! I didn't sleep very well last night, to be honest. I put my hands up. I didn't sleep. That's probably why I look tired. Because some nights you're tossing and turning, aren't you? Like this. or you got crappy pillows and you can't get comfortable, or it's hot and sticky. Well, it's not really hot enough at the moment, is it? But I'd probably say it's my pillows. I'll have to buy some new pillows, I think. Summer does not start till June the 20th in the UK, Rob and Mrs. Rob says. Okay. Is that true? I thought summer started around May. Or the beginning of June, maybe. That's nearly in July, Rob and Mrs. Rob. Are you doing any watch along for... What's that? Are you doing any watch along for the Euros next month? What do you mean by that? Am I going to watch the Euros next month? Is that what you mean? Am I going abroad to watch the Euros? Well, I thought about going away somewhere to watch the England matches, but I still haven't done it yet. And I think as every day goes by, the prices are going up and up and up, and the options are getting less and less and less. Most nights I'm tossing and hardly turning. David Butler says, thanks and goodbye, Johnny and everyone. Okay, David and Anne, thanks for coming on. Sorry there wasn't many people interested in the quiz today. It's one of those things, isn't it? You either get interest or you don't. We do get this every now and then. I think we've only had it once before, haven't we, where we haven't had no interest. Never mind. We'll try tomorrow. If tomorrow's more popular, more interest, we'll do a quiz tomorrow night. So look out for about 8:30 tomorrow. There you go. Well, good night. Good night, David and Anne. Take care. Bye-bye. Kick-off adventures. Rob, when the light hours start, drop in by 2 minutes a day. Hey? So when the days get shorter, summer begins? That can't be right, surely. Isn't the longest day of the year in June? I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it? I would say when the days start getting shorter, winter's coming again. Winter's coming and we start thinking about Christmas. June the 20th to the 20th of September, summertime, solstice. So what's that? June, July, August, September. So only 3 months a year is summer. That's not very good, is it? 3 months a year. Night, Johnny and everyone. Okay, good night, Anne. Anne-Marie Elton. Thanks for coming on. Mixed Onions makes music brighten. June the 20th is correct, as all those dozy hippies go and celebrate summer solstice on June the 21st at Stonehenge. It's funny you should say that, Mixed Onions, because my daughter is thinking of going to that in Stonehenge. One of my daughter's partners, he's got family down that way, and I don't know if he went to it last year or the year before, and he said it was really good. He says you get to touch Stonehenge, you get people doing all weird things, and it's a good laugh, apparently. My daughter said, oh, why don't you go down there? You could do some videos on it. People would love it. But I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Yes, Johnny, it's the same in all countries. 3 months per season. I was watching bingo from Happy Days in Blackpool, Eugene McGeever says. It's the same in all countries, 3 months per season, Rob and Mrs. Rob says. I didn't know that. Oh, well. Have you not noticed how empty Brighton is of living vehicles? Haven't you noticed how empty Brighton is of living vehicles in June? Oh, what, you mean all the parked up parked up camper vans around certain parts of Brighton? Yeah, there's loads of them, isn't there? They don't get in anymore. Big exclusion zone around it. Oh. My mum is a huge hippie, Gareth Dixon says. I don't like daylight saving time. It throws off my sleep schedule and makes me feel tired, Charlotte C says. Well, yeah, I know what you mean, Charlotte. I think it messes me up a bit because I've been waking up at 5 in the morning lately because it gets light earlier now. Your brain, like connected to your eyelids, must be thinking, oh, there's light coming through. There's light coming through your eyelids. It's time to wake up, and it wakes me up. And then you hear cars passing by on the road, going to work, and that's it. Once there's enough light and noise, it's very difficult to go back to sleep, isn't it? And it's very frustrating. That's what I find. I normally have to tuck under the duvet cover and to make it darker. And sometimes I shut the window so I can't hear the cars and the birds singing. You always get a bird, don't you, that plonks on a tree nearby and starts singing as soon as it starts getting light, and I find that really irritating. Do you get that? You get this little bird going, like making their little tune, and you go, oh, bugger off, go away. And then another day they don't do it, and if you get a bird and it keeps doing it, I find it really annoying. I have to get out of bed and shut the window. And the worst scenarios, I have to put some of those sponge things in your ears to so you can't hear anything. Top Wilson Avenue, top of the racecourse, is like a graveyard of dead hippie vehicles. Very good. Where do you live, Mix Onions? Do you live in Brighton? I can see those dead hippie vehicles from my bedroom window. Oh dear. Yes, I remember years ago there used to be no vehicles up there, did there? It used to be clear. And every time you go past there now, there's a big convoy of them all parked up on the verge. And they're there all the time. They don't move, do they? They don't get moved on by the council or nothing. And then, where's the other place I see a load? There's a load over, where is it? Hollandbury, near Carden Avenue. Near the school, where they used to have the car boot, the Carden Avenue car boot. There's a load parked around there. They never move as well, do they? It's like, because it's free parking. It's one of the last free parking spaces, isn't it, in Brighton? You've got Whitehawk, which is free, and you've got, I think, Hollandbury. Parts of Hollandbury are still free, aren't they? And I don't know if all the Patcham is free still. I'm not sure, but you're born and bred Brighton. Okay, same as me then. That's good. Yes, I've lived in Brighton all my life, apart from 7 years I've lived in Eastbourne. I mean, I still sort of live in Eastbourne, but I live in Brighton as well at the moment, so I'm sort of to and fro. Do you know Elm Grove? Yes, I know Elm Grove in Brighton. Yes, of course. I drive up that place very often. Do you live there then, Rob and Mrs. Rob? Don't tell me you're in Brighton as well. Up by Asda. Up by Asda, that's it. Yeah, well, just down from Asda, I would say. Mind you, saying that, there's cars, there's vans and cars all parked up the top bit of by Asda now, aren't there, in Hollandbury? That bit when you come off the roundabout, off the bypass, and you come down into Hollandbury. Yes, you're right, Mix Onions, absolutely. It's terrible, really, isn't it? If they didn't have all these permits around a lot of the areas in Brighton, then all these camper vans wouldn't be parked there, would they? They'd be scattered all over the free zones, but that's the council for you, isn't it? They're very greedy, I'm afraid. Elm Grove is a good walk from Asda. Yes, it certainly is. Cool, yeah, that would take you a while, wouldn't it? You've got to walk all down to Lewis Road, up Ditchling Road. Yeah, that'd take a while, wouldn't it? Are you in the Meads, Johnny? No, I'm not in the Meads. Sainsbury's is closer to Elm Grove. I used to work in the co-op in Lewis Road. And I used to work in Sainsbury's in Churchill Square. Who remembers Sainsbury's in Churchill Square? And they used to have a big Tesco's. Next to Sainsbury's in Churchill Square. Who remembers that? And they used to have Rumbelows. Do you remember Rumbelows, the electric store? I bought a Sinclair ZX Spectrum there, and I think they were selling a portable 14-inch TV for £99. Well, the co-op that used to be in Lewis Road has now been transformed into apartments, hasn't it? And they've moved along to another shop where the old Esso garage used to be. Who remembers the old Esso petrol garage in Lewis Road, Brighton? I used to love that garage, and I used to love the one in is it Hollandine Road, off Lewis Road. You used to go left by Sainsbury's, and there used to be a little Esso on the left, and then that got closed down. And they used to have a petrol garage down near the aquarium near the Brighton Pier, didn't they? A BP garage. Who remembers that? All my Mrs. family live in Brighton and Lancing. My auntie lived in Elm Grove for 50 years next to the hospital. Wow. That's a long time, isn't it? Yeah, I used to know a guy that lived up Elm Grove. I think he used to live at 198 Elm Grove. I think his name was Bob. And he used to have a British Telecom van. One of those box BT vans, the Leyland, was it Sherpa vans? Do you remember the Leyland Sherpa vans that BT used to have? There used to be loads of them, didn't they? And what was it? They used to be yellow, didn't they? And then they painted them grey, didn't they? They changed their logo, didn't they? British Telecom. Do you remember that? Ken X Footy might be going on Ibiza for 2 nights. Only £12 Ryanair, very cheap flights. Why not? Yeah, why not, Ken X Footy? That's very cheap. How much is the accommodation though, Ken X Footy? Are you going to stay in a hotel? Or are you going to stay in a hostel? Or are you going to stay in an Airbnb? I must admit, I'm not keen on hostels anymore. I'm really put off with hostels. That one in Tenerife was enough for me. God. Never again. Whew. That's the old Brighton General Hospital on Elm Grove. It is, yes, you're right, Mix Onions. 246 Elm Grove. She died aged 93 4 years ago. Oh, sorry to hear that, Rob and Mrs. Rob. Yeah, I used to park the odd car up Elm Grove, up the top by the Brighton General Hospital, because it used to be free parking there, didn't it? It's only I don't know how long it's not been free parking now, but it was quite handy parking a car there, because I used to buy and sell cars, and that was like a good little spot to park a few cars to keep them away from where I lived. Adam Jamil, hello, how is your day, sir? My day's very good, thank you. Adam Jamil, where you from? Luke Rush, Trump 24. You want Trump to win, do you? You want Trump to win the US election? Yes, I must admit I want Trump to win. Sir, also congratulations on so many subscribers. Yeah, I recently hit 9,000 subscribers. I think it was last week. So thank you everyone for subscribing and helping me get there. Adam Jamil, you're from Scotland. Hello. Hello, Adam Jamil. It's still 0-0 in the paint drying final. We're not missing anything then. I have subbed to you, Adam Jamil says. Oh, thank you, Adam. They put meters in to deter the New Age travellers. Also, Preston Park and the level. Yes, I remember they put meters in, didn't they? It wasn't just to stop the New Age travellers. It was to stop people parking their cars there and abandoning them and leaving them there for months, wasn't it? I remember there used to be loads of abandoned cars around Brighton, didn't there? Have you ever been to Ramsgate, Kent, Johnny? Ken X-Footy says. Ramsgate, no, do you know what? I don't think I've ever been there. I've been to Folkestone. I've been to Folkestone and Dover to get ferries. Where else have I been in Kent? I've been to that castle in the middle of Kent. What's it called? Leeds Castle, is it? Leeds Castle? Ronaldo or Messi? Ronaldo or Messi? Oh, that's a difficult one, isn't it? They're both good, aren't they? Ken X-Footy and Adam Jamil. Oh, I don't know. If you said Ronaldo or Messi, I don't know. Difficult one, isn't it? Difficult one, that one. I'd probably go... I think because I know him more, I'd go Ronaldo. I don't really know Messi enough. Hello, Kristana Braverman. Hello, you love the train vlog. Do more. Okay. Eugene says Messi. Adam says Ronaldo. Ronaldo better. Did a mini vlog on Ramsgate. Nice place. Definitely worth a visit. Okay then, Ken X-Footy. You never know. I might go there one day. Does that Chris Eubank still drive around in Brighton? Rob and Mrs. Rob. Oh, do you know what? I don't know that answer, Rob and Mrs. Rob. I remember when I did used to see him driving around, he used to have that big American truck, didn't he? Like the Coca-Cola truck. He used to drive around, in the old days, you used to be able to drive up North Road and along Western Road, didn't you? And that used to be part of Brighton where you would cruise around Brighton to show off in a flash car or a lorry or whatever. People used to cruise along Western Road, go down North Road, round the Old Steine, along London Road, go up West Street, along the seafront, along to the marina, along the Madeira Drive, the speeding strip. Michel T, you seen Peter Andre in Brighton, have you? What, recently, or when he used to be with Katie Price? They stopped him driving the truck. LOL. Did they? Why was that? Was it because it was spewing out too many emissions? Too noisy? He used to blow his horn, didn't he? That was pretty cool, that truck, though. I remember it. I remember seeing him in Western Road at the traffic lights by the bit by what's that road? The top of North Road bit where the taxi rank used to be, if you know where I mean. I saw him in that truck showing off. Rob and Mrs. Rob says, if you ever come to Scotland, I would love to meet you. Adam Jamil says, okay. Well, that is on the list to go to Scotland. I've only ever been to Scotland once, and that was Glasgow, and that was in 1984, and that was only for 3 hours, and then I had to fly back because I used to be in the Air Training Corps, and I got a free flight with a colleague where we went to Heathrow, and we got a free flight from Heathrow to Glasgow, and one of us was allowed to sit in the cockpit going up, and one of us was allowed to sit in the cockpit going back. And I think I sat in the cockpit landing at Heathrow on the way back. I'll never forget that. And it's a shame YouTube wasn't around then and we didn't have mobile phones, because I would have filmed it. It would have been brilliant to show you that. But there was on an old Trident, the old 3-engine planes. Who remembers the old Hawker Siddeley Tridents? They were do you know what? That plane, I know they've scrapped them years ago now, but that plane, I went on 2 of them. Well, no, it was 1, but there and back. That flight was one of the smoothest flights I've ever had on a plane. Do you know that? There was no turbulence. It was brilliant. The landings were brilliant. What an aircraft that was. It's such a shame they went out of service and scrapped them. Yeah, as I was saying, I might go to Glasgow again. I might go to Edinburgh, Aberdeen, Dundee. I might go to the Shetland Islands right at the top. I might drive around there sometime. I might drive up there and do a little tour. It's on the to-do list. I suppose if I'm going to do that, it would be in the summer. Not sure if it'd be this year. If I don't do it this year, then maybe next year. So that's on the to-do list. Scotland. Aye, Scotland. Hello there, lad. I don't know. Hey, Jimmy. What did they used to say? Rock on, Tommy. Rock on, Tommy. Tenants. Pint of Tenants extra strong. Where's my whiskey? Do I like Evelina Ibarra? Hello. Do you like aircraft? Yes, I do like aircraft. Lots of celebrities live in Brighton. They do, don't they? Do you think England will win the Euros? Ken X Footy says. Well, I'm not sure. There's a few good teams there, isn't there? Spain, Germany. Is there Italy in it this time? I think Italy are in it, aren't they, this time? I don't know. I think they can get to the semi-finals. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? They should qualify to get into the last... Is it the last 16? Lots of celebs live in Brighton. Who do you think lives in Brighton now then, Mix Onions? Kick-Off Adventures. Peter Andre lives near Walton on the Hill, Surrey. Council banned him. Who did they ban? What? Chris Eubank? or Peter Andre? How long ago did you see Peter Andre in Brighton, Michelle? I do like aircraft. Yes, I've liked aircraft and football. Sort of, they've been the main two things all my life. And fixing things. Green Party Council, of course. Oh God, don't talk to me about the Green Party. I hate the Green Party. They've killed Brighton, haven't they? All them blimmin' cycle lanes and bus lanes. Madrid to Stansted flights are £300 because of the Champions League. Day after, €14. That is absolutely crazy, isn't it, Ken Expertise? Do you know what? The flights to Rome when Brighton had to play AS Roma were sky high. My daughter, I can't remember how much she paid. It was something like 200 odd pounds each way to go to Rome. Absolute. That's what happens though, isn't it? When there's a football game on, a tournament or a big match, the ticket prices whoosh. The minute they announce the fixtures, whoosh. The prices, you know, if you was watching on the screen, like the prices, all of a sudden they'd probably go from 20 quid to 300 quid in seconds, wouldn't they? The minute they announce the fixtures. Christina Braverman, we are going to Scotland. Oh, that's nice. Banned his truck, but allowed those yellow buses spewing chip fat out of their exhausts. Yuck. Yeah, have they banned them as well now? Those yellow buses, they're all electric now, aren't they? Most of them. Steve Marsh does good travel vlogs. Yes, I think I recently subscribed to that guy, Steve Marsh. Yes, he does do good vlogs, doesn't he? I think I've covered it. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but obviously the other day there was a Spitfire that crashed on the perimeter of Conisbee, RAF Conisbee, which was very sad. Very, very sad, because I was watching a video a couple of days before the crash of someone doing there was two YouTubers doing a live of a Battle of Britain display day or something. They were showing all the Battle of Britain planes, the Typhoons and the Spitfires and Hurricane, and everything was going fine, and then obviously, I don't know what day was it crashed, that Spitfire. Was it last Friday or Saturday? About 1 o'clock, 1:30, one of the Spitfires crashed, didn't it? Very, very sad. And I can't remember his name now. What was his name? Was it Steve Long or something? Squadron leader Steve Long. What was his name? Can't remember his name now. Let's see if I can find his name. Very tragic. Spitfire crash. So the Battle of Britain planes have been grounded after pilot killed in Spitfire crash. Well, no, they've stopped that Shoreham Air Show, haven't they? Since that Hunter crashed, and they've banned it ever since, haven't they? I was there that day when that happened. That was awful. And do you know what? I knew that plane was going to crash. This is no word of a lie. I knew the plane was going to crash before it crashed. because I saw it fly in. It came in from the sea. I was near the front of the by the runway when the air show was started. It had only been going about an hour, and I remember the Hunter came in from the sea. It was a certain height, and then it went down, and then it did a really low fly past. It went whoosh, and then it went up into the sky. I can't remember if it did one loop, and then it did another one, but I remember it going up to do a loop, and when he started to come back down, falling out the sky like they do when they're going in a loop, I said to my daughter, I said, as soon as it started falling down in the sky, I said, what is he doing? He's too low. He's too low. And no word of a lie, I said to her, it's too low. He's going to crash. There's no way he's going to pull up from that position. And no word of a lie, the plane crashed about 5-10 seconds later. It was, oh mate, it was just, oh, it was terrible. It was like it was literally like a bomb exploding. It was like a big, poof. As soon as it hit the ground, it was like a big ball of flames. It was like a mini atom bomb. All this flames and black smoke, and the plane sort of bounced across the A27 into the field at the end of the runway. And oh my God, it was terrible. I mean, I thought the pilot was going to be, killed instantly. But miraculously, he survived and got pulled out of that plane. How he got pulled out of that plane, I'll never know. It was very sad, though, the other people that died. I can't remember how many people died now. Was it about 18 people or something? And what was even more scarier about that day is an hour before that plane crashed, I was waiting to go into the entrance where the actual plane crashed on the A27, and people, there were cars crushed. People were killed in their cars where the plane fell out of the sky and landed on the roofs of cars, bouncing on them, crushing them, and then exploding into a ball of flames and then going into a field. I mean, I remember someone did a video literally as it had just happened. I don't know if it's still on YouTube. It used to be on YouTube. There was this video and all you could see was loads of smoke and cars crushed, and it was like a war zone. It was like something you see on the telly of like in Israel or like in Ukraine or something. It was terrible. Oh dear. And I feel so sorry for those people that died instantly. They didn't have a chance, did they? Rob and Mrs. Rob, so sad. My dad was there. He was crying. Well, I wasn't crying, but obviously I was upset and shocked, and it was terrible. And we was trapped. We weren't allowed out. We weren't allowed out of that air show for about 4 or 5 hours. When that happened, that air crash, people wanted to just get out of there. They wanted to go home. They was in such a state. They were so shocked, so traumatized by what they'd seen in front of their eyes. We didn't know how many people had died. It was literally, oh my God, how many people has that plane ploughed into, doing like 300-400 mile an hour or whatever it was. It was oh man, it was, words can't explain how you feel. It was terrible. Whew. And I think I saw another crash there. I don't know if it was a year or two before that. There was a Hurricane plane that crashed into a field on the other side of the A27, and the pilot died. That they was doing a World War II dogfight, and I can't remember how many planes were circling the airfield, but there was about 20 odd, a good 20 planes flying around, and I was thinking, my God, there's all these planes circling around. Isn't this dangerous? And sooner or later, a plane's engine conked out, and the plane crashed that day and the pilot died. And then I saw that Hunter one, the plane crashed and killed people. So I saw a Red Arrow crash once in Brighton near the Brighton Pier in 1980. It hit a yacht mast and the pilot ejected and survived, but that was scary. And I went to Biggin Hill in 1980 as well. This was the same year. Biggin Hill Air Show, a plane crashed there, a World War II plane. It went into a valley. It went into a valley when it was doing a display, and it should have pulled up, and it didn't pull up out of the valley, and it crashed in the valley, and all you saw was this black smoke. And I don't know how many people died in that, but that was tragic as well. Yeah, when you see an accident happen in real life, or if you've been involved in one, it's pretty scary, isn't it? It's pretty it makes you feel a bit, you're in shock, you're traumatized, you're like, oh my God, what's happened? Oh my God, and it's not very nice. Yes. I think the days of air shows are coming to an end. I think at some point they're going to ban air shows. They seem to be, every year there seems to be a crash, doesn't there? Or there's more and more crashes, and these old planes, they can't handle doing aerobatics anymore. They're too old. I think they need to stop it now. Or what they got to do is they've got to limit what they can do, just like do fly pass or something. All these doing the loops and speeding and barrel rolls and stall turns and all this stuff. I think they need to stop it, really. Watch the Harrier go down outside your beach hut, Sarah Charles says. Where was that, Sarah? Blackout with G-force. Yeah, some pilots do blackout, don't they, when they go in a loop. I have done some aerobatics myself in a plane years ago in the Air Cadet, so I did some loop-the-loops. I did a stall turn, a barrel roll, and about 3 or 4 loops in an old de Havilland Chipmunk. Who remembers the old de Havilland Chipmunk trainer aircraft that the RAF used to use before they switched to the Bulldogs? And we had to go down to Bournemouth Airport. It used to be called Herne Airport, and the hangars were in the north of the airport on the left-hand side, and we had to wear a parachute. You had to literally have a parachute strapped to your back, and it used to be all round your bum. It was like an L-shaped thing. It was like something out of World War II, wearing this ancient parachute. It's not like the ones they use on the parachute jumps today, and it was quite heavy. And when you walked to the plane, you couldn't walk upright. You was like this. You was like tilted forward because you had this massive parachute on your back. And you got trained to, if the plane was going to crash or whatever, and the pilot in front of you, because you sat in tandem, he said you had to do a procedure like, if we're going to crash, he would slide the roof bit back, and then we would have to bail out and pull the cord to open the parachute. And obviously you used to think, fingers crossed that's not going to happen, but there was always that chance it could happen, and luckily it never did. I think I went on about five Chipmunk flights. Are you going to any D-Day events? The 6th of June, 80 years. True, I'm not sure yet, Rob and Mrs. Rob. Possibly, I might do. Yeah, I might do. Well, actually, no, the 6th of June. Oh dear. No, I won't be able to. I'm going away. I just realised. No, I won't be here on the 6th of June. That must be on a Thursday, isn't it? Because I'm going away on the 5th. Yeah, so no, I won't be able to go to an event on that unless they've got a few days after on the Sunday. I won't be able to go to one. Part prices are going up, Paul Freeman says. Echo that, Johnny, be my wingman. Are you going to Paris Air Show again? Well, that will be next year, won't it? There's meant to be a Farnborough Air Show this year, isn't there? But I feel these air shows, the only one to go to now is the Air Tattoo one. The Air Tattoo one, is it, in Fairford? It's down the West Country, isn't it? It's near Bristol. That's a good air show to go to. But tickets sell out fast, and I keep meaning to go to it, and every time I go to book it, it's sold out. I can never get a ticket. So unless you get one in advance quickly when they first come out, you probably won't get one. That's the best one to go to. But like I said, air shows are getting quite dangerous now. I think they might have to pull the plug on them soon. What do you think? Do you think they should ban air shows? Or do you think they should restrict the planes, what they do when they're flying past the crowds and that? You know, that apart from thinking of the public safety, they've got to think of the pilot's safety as well now. I think it's, you know, there's too many planes that are crashing, they're falling out the sky or whatever. It's getting too dangerous, I think, these air shows now. It's not like it was in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. It seemed to be a lot safer then. I mean, you did get the odd crash. You're always going to get the odd crash, but there seems to be more crashes now than ever. So I personally think air shows should be banned. I mean, I love planes, but I think at the end of the day, safety comes first, you know. I think, you know, I know it sounds a bit harsh saying that, but, you know, I think people's lives are more important than watching machines flying around the sky. I'd rather just look at planes in a museum and watch some old videos, I think, than seeing a plane fly past and then 10 minutes later it crashes. I don't really want to watch that again. I've seen too many now. It's not my cup of tea. I'm Maverick, you're Goose. You lost that loving feeling. Yeah. Cool. I'll tell you what, I would have loved to have gone on a fighter jet. That was when you was in the Air Cadets, there was this guy. He was what was he called? Was he called a squadron corporal or something, or a corporal or something? He was like the highest air cadet of Air Training Corps, and he got to go in a Nimrod from St Morgan's in Cornwall, which no one else got, and he also got to go in I think it was a Harrier jump jet. He went in a Harrier jump jet when we went to RAF Wittering, and he had to be trained for the ejector seat and all that. And he went on that, and when he got back, he said, it was a buzz, it was amazing, you know. I mean, I was like thinking, cool, I wonder what that was like, you know. And the Nimrod, the old Nimrods, what were they? They were like the surveillance planes, weren't they? They used to fly around with the radars. Was it the AEW Nimrod? Who remembers the AEW Nimrod? That big Nimrod with the big fat nose at the front. And it had all the people inside on the little computers, the radars, monitoring the skies. Was that in the Cold War era? Was it the Cold War era? The 1980s? They thought there was going to be World War III, didn't they? They thought the Russians were going to bomb us all, nuke us all. Was it Gorbachev? Gorbachev, wasn't it? Gorbachev. Who remembers Gorbachev and Ronald Reagan and all that lot? Carter. President Carter and Ronald Reagan. They were the days, weren't they? In my hometown, very close to it, there a YouTube video 15 years ago. It was very close to the beach. Walking like John Wayne. There was a person sucked into a plane engine at Schiphol Airport today at 3 p.m. was on the news. Yes, I heard about that. That's awful, isn't it? I mean, it makes you wonder if some of the people that work at an airport that are on the ground, on the aprons, near the planes, are all trained to not go near the engines when a plane engine is running. The only time the engines are running is normally as it comes onto stand before they shut them down. Some pilots shut one engine down when it's coming onto stand, but some planes, they still have all the engines running until it's parked up, and then they turn them off. Most planes are not meant to start their engines until they've pushed back off stand and they're away from the stand. But I don't know if that plane today, where someone got sucked into it at Schiphol Airport, whether the plane pilot started the engines when it was on stand. I mean, when an engine starts up on a plane and that's turning round at God knows how many revolutions per minute, you are not allowed to get near that engine. You will be sucked into it. And there's only, once you're within that zone, that danger zone, you are risking your life significantly. And I reckon some people, they either don't know they're close enough, or they've got their back turned on the aircraft and they've got their headphones on and they don't see it. It's got to be one of those two things. Or the other way is these people are dying is they're committing suicide. They're going near the plane deliberately because they don't want to live anymore. I know that sounds terrible, but surely that can be the only way that these people are dying, when they're getting sucked into an engine on a plane. You're either going near it deliberately, you've got your back turned to the engine and it's coming on the stand, or it's on the stand and the pilot start the engine up and they don't know about it, or what was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was now. What did I say? Suicide, back turned to it, or walking too close to it. Maybe you're walking away from the plane, or walking near it and you're too close to the engine. I don't know. Any of those three, it's madness, isn't it? And they do get, you get trained. Don't go near the engine. Don't go within so many meters of when the engines are running. It's basically, how could you explain it? It's like, I don't know. What is it? You got that funfair ride where it spins round and you're stuck to the side. Have you ever been on that? It's like who remembers that? It was like a cylinder thing, and you used to be inside it, and then it used to start spinning, and when it got to a certain speed, you would stick to the side, and you couldn't get off it, and you was literally going round it about 100 miles an hour, and it's a bit like that, once you're within that zone, that's it. You can't get away from it. You're sucked into it. It's would you say it's like being in a, I don't know, I mean, I'm not a scientist expert, but like, you got black holes in space, haven't you? And like when whatever comes near the black hole is sucked into the black hole, that's it. It's destroyed, isn't it? It goes into the black hole and that's it. Yeah, it's very sad. I mean, there was a person sucked into the plane engine. Was that a passenger or was that someone working at the airport? I would probably say it's someone working at the airport. It could have been a baggage handler. It could have been anyone, couldn't it? It could have been the what's the name of the person that does the who's in charge of everything, like the weight of the plane and the fuel and the number of passengers and bags on the plane and all that stuff. I can't remember what you call them now. I wouldn't have thought it's them because they're normally well away from the engines. What's your name, Elvin? Paul Freeman, Fairford. I'm going there. There's a trick I've learned. Park in car park, walk the end of the road to campsite park. Free. Get bite to eat. There's lose. I go for the day. You go in a car park. What car park do you go in, Paul? Olympiacos have scored in extra time. Don't they do them over the sea now? What's that? Air shows? Steve H. Hello. Hi, Johnny and chat. Good old days. Staranex and Trump. Do you do the quiz tonight? No, I didn't do the quiz tonight, Steve H. You didn't get enough interest. We had probably 2 people that are interested. That's not enough, is it? So I might do the quiz tomorrow night. There you go. Noah Kiley. Hey, John Dog. Hello. Got a pulse, got a job. They did say that it might have been a suicide. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If sometimes when this happens at the airport, it is suicide. You know, the staff, they know that it's dangerous. They know they don't go near it, and then they deliberately go near it, and they get sucked in, and that's it. Boom. I used to work at Gatwick, and I used to be a security guard for G4S, and we had to guard the British Airways planes at Gatwick in the North Terminal, and I remember when I was on stand, I had to stand near the plane and wait until it pushed back, and it was on the taxiway, and they never had their engines running when they pushed back. They would normally just start turning one engine on as it's pushed back by the tuggy man, and then as soon as one engine's up and running, then they would start the second engine. So the staff that are on the stand, on the very close to the plane, a lot of them would have left. Like the luggage people would have gone, the refueler would have gone. There wouldn't be hardly anyone around. So for someone to be around close to a plane with its engines running, that's highly likely to be someone that just wants to give up life and a suicide. But saying that though, I think there has been a couple of cases. I think a lot of these accidents, when they do happen and it's not suicide, they happen when a plane comes onto the stand and they must have their back turned to the plane and they don't know it's come on stand, and the pilot obviously doesn't stop the plane, and if that person's standing in front of an engine with it running, then he's going to get sucked into it, isn't he? If he doesn't know nothing about it. But they shouldn't have their back turned away from the taxiway and the stand where the plane's coming on. They should be turned around the other way and looking out left and right and waiting for that plane to come on stand and be vigilant. And when the plane does come on the stand, if it's got an engine or 2 engines running or 4 engines running, you've got to keep away from them engines. I mean, the small plane engines are not as powerful, but if you get something like an A380 engine or a 777, I mean, have you seen the size of those engines on a 777? They are massive. And even the A380 engines, they're something else. I mean, I can't remember if it's true or not, but someone said that the circumference of a 777 engine or an A380 engine is wider than the fuselage of a 737. So that shows you how wide they are, how big they are. Not enough people tonight. No, not enough people tonight, Steve H. No. Never mind. Paul Freeman, I want to die. I don't say that, mate. Got a different option. Labour or Tories? Please say Labour. Wow, I think the Tories have messed up this country enough, haven't they? I think it's time for Labour to get in now, isn't it? I think we need a change, don't we? Yes, Steve, think it's tomorrow evening now. Yeah, I might do a quiz tomorrow evening. We'll go on about 8:30 and see if there's interest. If there's no interest, then I won't do one. It's as simple as that. Talking deaf tonight, joining in. Well, we didn't mean to talk about this. Sorry if people don't like this, but a couple of people mentioned. Well, it's probably me that started it. I was going on about these planes crashing at air shows, wasn't I? But it then went to people getting sucked in engines. No matter how bad things get, Paul, you have always got someone else worse. Main car park. Noah, Kylie, Roger, what airport? Who do you fly with? It was a passenger, possible suicide. Dad gone 6 years, not missed much. Well, keep your chin up, Paul Freeman. Mega Davdian, hello. Get remote controlled tugs, Heathrow Got remote controlled tugs, Heathrow Terminal 5, Paul Freeman says. Yeah, they. It's funny you should say that, because I went on a plane from Heathrow Terminal 5. Yeah, it was last year in March. I flew on a plane from Heathrow to Newcastle to see Pete and Shell, and I saw one of those remote controlled tugs. I've never seen one before. Yeah, it was literally a tug. I think it's smaller than the normal ones where it's got humans in them, and it's smaller, and then there's like a bloke standing a certain distance from it with a remote control to control it all. I mean, how cool is that? But surely they'll end up not having a man with a remote control, and that'd be one person less in a job, won't it? Reform, Labour. Steve H. Roger. Do you miss not having a routine of a job? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, it's does get a bit boring not working. I do like working. It keeps me active. It keeps my brain functioning. It keeps me motivated. When you don't work, you get lazy. You slacken off. You're not as motivated. You're not as organised. So it's a bit bad, really. There's advantages and disadvantages. Yeah, you ain't got to get up. Yeah, you can have a lie in. Yeah, you can get up when you want. You can do what you like, go where you like. That's all cool, but eventually all that excitement, it does wear off a bit, and then you start getting bored because you're not working. Working in an airport must be well interesting, Steve H says. Yeah, I used to like working at Gatwick. What I like about working at an airport is every time you go to work, it's always different. It's never the same. Every Every working day at an airport is different. The reason why it's different is because every time you go to work for a new day, there's new people coming and going through that airport, and you're always bumping into people. They're asking for directions or advice, or you just have a social chat with people, like when you're in the departure lounge, or if you're on a tea break or something, or a lunch break. Or you get lots of different staff working at the airport, and you bump into certain people, and you have a little chat. Every day is different. I always used to talk to a lot of the British Airways staff, and the pilots, the cabin crew, the engineers, the baggage handlers. You would talk to them all. So it is quite good. It was quite good working at an airport, and the only reason why I stopped working there is because I had 2 people die in my family, and I had to sort everything out. I had to sort out all the paperwork and the funerals and their estates and all that. It is very stressful and very sad time, and yeah, it's pretty bad really. There's a lot involved when a family or a family relative dies, and it's a very stressful time. Not nice. Options on Brighton culture wokeness. Not quite sure what you mean, Jonah. Paul Freeman, I'm brain dead. I'm a carer because Dad said, get a job. Petrol prices killing my pocket. What years did you work at Gatwick? Kickoff Adventures says, I worked at Gatwick. I've had 2 jobs at Gatwick. I used to be an aircraft cleaner for ICTS. Was it ICTS or was it some other company? ICS? There was quite a big company. They had a big contract to do cleaning the planes. You used to go on all different airlines, and you used to be in a crew of 6, and we'd whiz around in a van, and we'd get someone radio through to us saying, right, there's so and so plane coming in on stand so and so, and then we'd go to that stand, wait for the plane to arrive, and then when all the passengers got off and the cabin crew gave us the thumbs up, we all whizzed on the plane, got out the van, up the back steps and up the jetty. Some would go in the front of the plane, some would go in the back of the plane. And if it was a small plane, you got like 5-6 minutes to clean a plane. You had to hoover it, you had to clean the loos, you had to go through all the trays of the planes, wipe them all down, get all the seat belts tidy, put all the safety cards in the pockets neatly with the sit bags, clean the windows. It was basically a quick mini clean. And then if you worked a night shift, you would have to do a thing called a deep clean, where you would have to start stripping the seats down and hoovering under the seats. Like, they used to be joined with Velcro, so they would pull off quite easy, and you would clean the carpets with a proper carpet cleaner and go around the plane cleaning it more and that. We need the NHS Leave it to the Tories. There won't be an NHS. What are you saying then? Vote Conservative. Well, I don't know if I agree with national service or not national service. What do you think? Do you think if the Conservative win there, it's good to start national service again, or do you think we should just stay as we are? If say Labour win, what do you think? View deleted message. Are you a man or woman? Mike G says, very funny. What, you think I'm a bit of both? You gotta laugh. Would you would you ever consider going to Crete, Greece? Yeah, maybe, yeah. I've never been to Greece. I mean, there's lots of places in Greece, isn't there? There's what have you got? Corfu and Crete and Athens and Skiathos and what's that other one Pete and Shelley went to? Zakios or whatever you call it. There's loads of them, isn't there? Yeah, I'd like to go to Greece. I'd give it a go. Why not? Turkey, I'd give a go. I am going to go there eventually, but if I'm not sure, then I just go to places I've been before, because you know the places, and you feel safer, don't you, when you know a place. When you go to a new place, I think it's best to go with someone else, not on your own. When you're a solo traveller, it's definitely more. I think it's more risky going somewhere that you've never been before, because if you don't plan everything before you go, you really could get in a mess when you get there. You could get ripped off. You could get lost. It could take you longer to get to where you got to get to. You might not go to all the good places that are there. You might go to all the crappy places. You know what I mean? You got to know. You've got to know what you're doing when you're going somewhere for the first time. If you go with someone, if they've been there before, brilliant. If they haven't, at least there's two of you to work things out. I find it's more stressful going to a place when you haven't been there before, and when you get there, you think, "Oh my God, where do I go? How do I get to this place?" You know, if you haven't planned it before, it can be a nightmare. You know, if you get there too late, you might miss the bus. There might not be no more trains. The only option might be to get a taxi. If you haven't booked a transfer coach, you know, what do? You might be stranded. It's all got to be planned in advance, hasn't it? Or you've got to go with someone that's been there before. That's what I say. Let's read some more messages. I'm probably miles behind on the comments. That's when they used to clear the planes, kick off adventures. Kuara Johnny? What's Kuara Johnny mean, Bo? Quick reaction alert. Probably slow reaction now. Batman, quick reaction alert, yeah. Yes to national service. Lots of countries have it. Turkey, Cyprus, Norway, Greece. Yeah, I suppose national service is a good thing, isn't it? They used to have it in the old days. There seemed to be less crime, didn't there, when there was national service? Maybe national service will reduce crime. Maybe the young what would you call them, teenagers, the young youth would be educated more about bringing themselves up Whereas in today's society, some youths haven't got a clue what they're doing. They just commit crime, don't they? How long is a flight to Greece? Oh, I think it's roughly 4 hours, isn't it, Roger? 4 hours? I think they're 2 hours ahead, aren't they, Greece? 2 hours ahead, is it, of us? You'd have to ask Pete and Shell that, though, or someone that's been to Greece. I haven't, like I say, I haven't been there, but I think they're 2 hours ahead. 2 hours ahead. Did Lucas ever find his tablet? No, he didn't, Rob and Mrs. Rob. No, unfortunately, someone... I think it was some people he was talking to on the plane on the way out stole it, which is a bit sick, really. Terrible, isn't it? People stealing things like that on a plane. Awful. But there you go. It maybe he got up to go to the toilet and then someone nicked it. I don't know. I don't know if he got up and went to the toilet. I mean, if you're on your own on a plane and there's two people sitting next to you and you get up in the flight and go to the loo, and if you've got a tablet on your seat or in the pocket or on the tray or a mobile or something, or say you've got three or four devices, you know, you go to the loo, you come back and one of them's missing, how are you going to know? How are you going to know who's nicked it? You know, you're instantly you're going to go, the person sitting next to you has nicked it, but there's no guarantee it could be them. It could be someone walking up the aisle. It could be the person by the window. It could be someone from behind. It could be someone from, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a risk, isn't it? Maybe, you know, you've got to, I don't know, take all your bits with you, or put them in a bag and take the bag with you if you've only got a bag, or put it in the overhead locker. Or you ask someone, oh, can you keep an eye on that? Can you keep an eye on that for me? You know, and then at least you're sort of trusting someone. And then obviously if you came back from the loo and they said, oh, I don't know where it's gone, then obviously that's going to start a bit of an argument, I suppose. Do your research. What do you mean? What, if you're going somewhere new? Yeah, I agree with that. Roger, about 4 hours. Greece is lovely, but there is Greece and Greece. Stay away from tourist islands. Rob and Mrs. Rob says, kick-off adventure. What is it? One weekend every month? 1 year or one weekend a month for a year? 2 hours ahead. In all different sectors. Trust no one when travelling. I had my hire car locks smashed and took my bag I had hidden under a seat. Dear oh dear, that was bad luck then, Rob and Mrs. Rob. Yes, some people are parked up in places and they watch people park up, don't they? And they obviously know who's a tourist and who isn't a tourist, and there are gangs that wait for people to turn up. They must know that they're a hired car or something, and or they're in a popular tourist spot, and then what they do, the tourists turn up, they park up, they get out the car, or they might put something in the boot or open the boot, and these gangs will see the people's belongings. They're like either taking them from inside the car into the boot, or they might see them hiding them under the seat or something. And then when they bugger off and go and do their thing, these gangs obviously think, right, we can break in now and steal their stuff. It does happen, but obviously it's quite rare, but it does happen, yes. I mean, I normally take all my stuff with me when you know, when you're going out for the day and you've got a car, you know, most of your stuff's in the hotel room. You take what you need, don't you, in a backpack or whatever. And then I normally leave nothing in the car. I mean, if I leave something in the car, it'll be a charger lead or a bit of paperwork maybe in the glove box or something. That's it. I don't normally leave a drink in the door panel or something. That's normally it. I don't leave anything in a car normally. I take everything with me, so I'm quite wary of things like that. Learnt a big lesson. Yeah, that must have been a nightmare. What did they do? Take your passport? Did they take your wallet? Did they take I don't know, a phone or a tablet, or they might have taken some medication. They might, you know what I mean? There's so many things people can steal, aren't there? You might have had a nice jacket laying on the back seat. You might have left a bag in the back seat that someone could see if they looked in. Some people, they don't take any precautions, do they, to protect their stuff? They just leave stuff very visible in a car, and some people are asking for it to be nicked. Yes, so quick and it's gone. Rob and Mrs. Rob, he had his phone snatched from his hand. TikTok Nigel. Well, yeah, that's another craze now, isn't it? If you're like standing by the curb with a phone in your hand, going like that, and then you're not looking at your phone and you're talking to someone, or you're looking at something and you're like that. All it takes is someone on a bike to come along, a motorbike or an e-scooter or even a car, and if they see you're going like this, la-di-da, la-di-da, like holding your hand, your mobile in your hand, all they got to do is come along, whoosh, snatch, 2 seconds, 1 second, and they're off, and you can't catch them, and that's it, innit? You've lost it. I saw a couple of videos of that happening to people the other day. Did you meet Nigel? Nigel in Benidorm. Nigel in Benidorm. Do you know Nigel in Benidorm? No, I don't know a Nigel in Benidorm. No. Are you coming back to Costa del Sol? Kick-off adventures. Well, yeah, we'll go back there eventually, yeah, but I don't know when yet. I haven't booked anything yet, so. Do you like Taylor Swift? Not really. I saw that TikTok the other day showed a picture of a man nicked his phone on a live. I never take my phone out I never take my phone out when I'm out and about in Tenerife. Roger says. Okay. Thistle Bar. Nigel from the Thistle Bar. No, I don't know him, Rob and Mrs. Rob. No, sorry. Yeah, I mean, my friend Danny, he lost his phone in Benidorm. He had a few drinks and wandered off, so he wasn't with me, and he lost his phone. So he's lost his wallet on one trip, and he lost his phone on another trip. Mainly probably because he got too drunk. If you get too drunk, you're asking for trouble. You're asking to have something nicked off you, whether it be a bit of jewellery or a phone or a wallet. Someone's gonna take advantage of you the minute you black out or you fall asleep or you're not all there in the head. It's so obvious. It does help to go out with someone and one of you doesn't get too drunk, then they can keep an eye on their mate, and hopefully nothing bad happens. If you're both pissed and you're both wrecked, you've had it. If you both get back to your hotel and you haven't lost nothing, you've done very well. I mean, I don't know, how would you say if you're out of it? Is that like really, really drunk or a little bit drunk? Everyone's different, aren't they? So, I mean, when I'm drunk, I think I sort of know what I'm doing a little bit, but I do remember blacking out a couple of times when I've had a lot to drink, and you know, it only takes like 20 seconds, 30 seconds to black out and come back round again, and going up a sidewalk with a woman. Yes, that's, we won't talk about that, Roger. Oh dear. Yes, yes, I was a bit of a naughty boy, wasn't I, in Benidorm? Yeah, that was because it was free. You see, now that happened because I'd had a lot to drink, and it was 3 o'clock, possibly 4 o'clock in the morning. We came out of a bar, me and Danny, and we got swooped on by these two women. I don't know who they were. They were complete strangers, and the next thing, they're trying to, you know, want us to pay for some pleasure, you know, and doing naughty things, and I don't know if I said yes or whatever, but all I remember is they were pretty rubbish. They didn't do, they didn't really know what they were amateurs. They weren't professional. Well, they were probably professional thieves, but they weren't professional. You know, prostitutes or whatever. They weren't professionals, because all I remember is they were rubbish. They didn't do what they said they were going to do, and nothing happened. And all I remember is I got drunk, and I was drunk, and I must have blacked out, and I don't know. I can't remember if I had notes in my pocket or my wallet had my money in it or whatever. But I think I lost about €80, and I didn't know about it until it was too late. You know, like when I got back to me, when I'd walked a mile down the road or got back to my room and I was checking my money, I was thinking, hang on a minute, this isn't right. You know. But that was stupidity, and that was a learning experience that I've learnt my lesson. Did they ask you if you wanted sucky sucky? They probably did, yeah, but they didn't do that, so they were pretty rubbish, mate. They were just they was basically looking for vulnerable men that were easy targets at 3, 4 in the morning when there's hardly anyone around, get you up a side street, and then wait for the right moment to pinch your phone or your wallet or nick some money out of your wallet. And I fell victim to that, but luckily they didn't nick my phone and they didn't nick my wallet. They didn't nick all my cards or my phone. If I'd have lost my phone and wallet, I would have been screwed. Luckily that didn't happen. I just lost a bit of money. Someone said they prey on the drunken people. That's it. And they feel and go through your pockets. That's it. Steal phones. Seen them doing it. Steve H says, so much theft in Benidorm. Really got bad now. I'm not sure if it's really bad, but it does happen out there, yes. But I would say it's probably the same everywhere you go. Some places might be more safer than others, but it has sort of happened in Tenerife, hasn't it? It does happen in Tenerife. Like I say, it probably happens everywhere. Probably Malaga and wherever. Greece, Turkey, America, whatever. The only safest place I know is apparently Dubai is very safe. Because I watched a video, a guy left his mobile on a brick wall for 2 hours. It was like a brand new phone, top of the range model. He put it on a wall, he walked off, and he came back 2 hours later and the phone was still there, because no one would dare to steal it in that country, because if you got found out that you stole a phone or money or whatever, you would get your hand cut off. They chop your hands off. And that's no lie. They are very strict in Dubai. You probably get banged up as well in jail for God knows how long. Probably have a massive bailout fee to pay, and if they chop your hand off, well, you've had it, haven't you? Shop owner in Benidorm told me every one of them had disease apart from one that just joined them. Dear oh dear. Did you feel like a used Johnny? Oh dear. Ina España, hola. Your finger prosy for a fiver. No, I wouldn't do that. You're a dirty dog. Where's your wife? I'm not married. Out of Valencia or ACE, what's your... Out of what? Valencia or what's that? Lanzarote, what's your favourite airport? Well, to be honest, I haven't been to either of those airports, so can't really favour those ones, I'm afraid. Am I going to Dubai? No, I'm not going to do that, JDB. All thieves should have that Johnny. Thieves everywhere, sadly. Yeah. Oh dear. I would imagine, I'd like to go to Thailand. Oh, pardon me. I'd like to go to Thailand. I bet if I went to Thailand and you got drunk, you'd be in a bit of trouble, wouldn't you? You'd be probably mugged in no time, wouldn't you? Or you'd get arrested by the police. You'll love Thailand, Kickoff Adventure says. Well, I'm not planning on going there yet, but it is on the go to list, but when that's going to be, I can't say. We want to go there also, Rob and Mrs. Rob says. Okay. Yeah, I think if you went to a place where you know theft is quite a high thing, you would just go out with no mobile, or just go out with a cheap mobile, you know, one of these really, really cheap mobiles. And if you lost it, it don't really matter, and you keep your main phone in the hotel room or something, in a safe. And you know, don't take all your money out with you every night. That's stupidity as well, you know. If you got mugged and you had all your money on you, then of course you're going to have no money. And if you had your wallet with your money in and your cards and your phone on you, and they took everything, then you're even more screwed, aren't you? So you know, only just take out whatever, like €50 or €30 or whatever you want to spend in that evening. I don't know, some people might want to spend €100. €200 a night, whatever you want to spend, you just take what your limit is and don't take all your money with you. Then at least if you blew the lot or lost some of it, at least you can go back to your hotel and you've still got some other money, or you've got your cards at your hotel and you can draw some money out on a cash point or something. Or maybe just go out with a card, like I don't know, these cards where there's no fees. You just go out with a card and you buy everything on that card. If it gets stolen, then it gets stolen, doesn't it? You just have to report it stolen when you realise. Hello, Lucas. So I'm going to end this live soon. What's the time now? It's nearly 11:30. I've been live. I said I was only going to be live an hour. I've been here 2 hours 10 minutes now. Due to Brexit, all passengers with a UK passport from January 2021 must be stamped as class non-EU third country nations. Yes. I use a Revolut card, Roger says. Okay, yeah, Revolut card, yeah, that's one of them, isn't it? I have got that set up on my phone, but I haven't had a card sent to me. I don't know why. Do you have to pay $4.99 extra for a Revolut card? I swear I ordered one and it's never arrived. Well, maybe I didn't press the right buttons to get it sent to me. I don't know. I've got an account on my phone, so if I open up the app, I can buy things with the Revolut card, like where you tap your phone on the machine. But I haven't. I'm scared to use it. I'm scared I'm gonna get scammed by someone, or I heard this rumor that if you've got a mobile and it does all this touching, where it's near the machines, that people can have their mobiles or something and scan your number and hack you. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. Is that rubbish or is that true? I've heard people, they buy a drink in a bar for or a couple of drinks. Say they bought a round for €25 or something, and then the next thing they've got a bill for €500 or €1,000 because someone's hacked them. You probably asked for a virtual one. Okay. Are you coming to the Epsom Derby Saturday? No, I'm not going to that, I'm afraid. What toilets are cleanest, Alicante or Fuerteventura? I can't say I've been in many public toilets, to be honest, in those two places. So the ones I went in were in the bars or restaurants, maybe the airport. I'd say they're about the same, to be honest. I can't say one place is better than the other. Just have a good VPN on your phone, Roger says. To be honest, Roger, I'm not really into VPN. I don't really understand it all. You're getting too technical for me there. Ina España would love to offer you free car hire from any of our airports in the Spanish network. Let us know. How would I let you know then? George Michael knew a lot about toilets. Okay. Right, well, we are talking about some strange things on this live, aren't we? We've gone from We've gone from talking about plane crashes to getting robbed or going off with women at 3 or 4 in the morning. So £9 flights on trip, John. What's that? What, you've seen more cheap flights, have you? Well, I booked a £9 flight, yes. Only one though. I haven't seen any other flights for that price. Get anti-Norton, it will stop you getting hacked, Roger says. If you need help, get at me, okay. I'll message you, Roger, if I need some help. It's fun, Johnny. What's fun? What's fun, kick-off adventures? What am I missing? Pardon me, I'm getting tired now. It's nearly 11:30 at night. I think I'm getting tired now. It could be bedtime soon. It's fun, Johnny. All the subjects. Okay. Well, what should we talk about now then? I'll talk for a little bit longer then, and that's it. Hello, Lucas. Are you still there? What have you been up to, Lucas? Have you got a subject you want to talk about? Come on, let's talk about something, Lucas. Cheer us up, mate. Keep us going for another 15 minutes. If anyone's watching in the background, come on and say hello and talk about a subject. Come on. I'm running out of ideas now. I'm getting tired. I need someone to wake me up, and I need someone to talk about something to wake me up. Come on. Ugh. Shall I look on the news? Too much going on, Lucas says. Well, there has been too much going on, isn't there? Let's go on the homepage of YouTube. Let's see what comes up. Life is a cocktail. Life is a cocktail. Rubber bombs were made in the US. Is that true? Are rubber bombs made in the US? Someone's plane watching and breakfast at Airport Pub, Manchester Airport. Has anyone ever been to that pub at Manchester Airport? Watching the planes and having a breakfast or a dinner? I haven't. I have been there, but I haven't been to that pub. I don't think it was open when I went there, so I went into the bit where the Concorde is, and you don't get a lot of time in that car park, and it's expensive. Now, is the airport pub at Manchester Airport, is that free to park in, or do you have to pay? Am I feeling better, John? Well, I can't remember if I said I was feeling a bit depressed and low and down and all that sort of thing. Book a flight with Lucas on his live. On this live. Shall we all book a flight together? I don't think I'm going to do that right now. Say El Qadir, Mallorca is a nice place. When are you next back in Tenerife, Johnny? I'm looking at the end of September or start of December. I think it's going to be the start of December, Damien Hancock. There you go. I don't think it's going to be in September. I think if we're going to ever finally meet, it'll have to be the beginning of December. There you go, Daniel Hancock. You've missed me many times, haven't you? Charlotte C. Terminal 2 is the best in Manchester Airport. Okay. Kickoff Adventures. Who's your top 5 YouTube channel you've been watching lately? The top 5 YouTubers I've been watching lately, eh? Oh, that's a good question, isn't it? That's woken me up a bit. Roger's out there in September. Well, you never know, Roger. I might go out there in September and December. There you go. What dates are you going in September then, Roger? Well, you staying there for a month, weren't you, this time? Is it a month? Well, my birthday's in September, so I might go out there for my birthday in September. There you go. December is good to go back because the weather's warmer there in December than it is in the UK, and the hotel prices seem to be quite cheap at the beginning of December compared to nearer Christmas. So the 1st to the 30th, you're going for the whole month, Roger. Blimey. That's pretty cool, isn't it? A month. Wow. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to go for a month. I think that's a bit too long, but I think when I go back, I'll go for 10 days. I'll go for 10 days or 2 weeks. There you go. So I think a week's not enough because 2 days is travelling, isn't it? Or you're tired from travelling. So if you're out there for 10 days, it's quite nice. And 2 weeks is good if you love the place so much. You want to be there a bit longer. Charlotte, adieu. Adieu? What's that, adieu? The first week in December you're looking at, Damien says. Okay, beginning of December, yeah, okay. You think Tez is out in December, okay. I'll have to message him, find out. I was thinking of going away with him in the next month or two, but he hasn't got back to me about it. He asked me if I wanted to go away with him somewhere, but he hasn't got back to me yet. So I said to him, "Where was you thinking?" And he hasn't replied. So I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know if he's been watching me or been busy or whatever. I don't know. You're staying at the Isabel. The Isabel, yes. I remember you told me the Isabel, yeah. I've never stayed there. Do you mind me asking how much that's going to cost, Roger, for a month? Are you staying all inclusive, half board, or what? Room only? Oh, you're staying all inclusive, right? Okay, all inclusive. Fair enough. Now let's get this straight. This is a big topic. This is a big topic, isn't it, to talk about? All inclusive holidays. Now, are all-inclusive holidays all-inclusive, or are they not all-inclusive? Are they a rip-off? The reason why I say that is because I've got a friend called Paul. He's a YouTuber that's called Who Knows Where, and he recently stayed in Mallorca at a hotel. It was all-inclusive. But it wasn't all-inclusive. In other words, when you're all-inclusive, it should mean you can get unlimited drinks. Unlimited drinks is when you're inclusive, isn't it? When you're fully inclusive and you're at a hotel, you should be able to get unlimited drinks from a certain time up to a certain time. Now, when I stayed at the Grand Hotel Bali in Benidorm in December or November, whenever it was, you was allowed to get unlimited breakfast, unlimited dinner, unlimited afternoon snacks, unlimited dinner in the evening, and unlimited drinks all day. There was no limit. But in some hotels, I think it's only in certain places, you are only allowed free drinks when you're having a meal and you're not allowed to have any drinks any other time. Is that true, or is that a load of cobblers? Or is it you're only allowed to have 3 drinks at dinner and 3 drinks in the evening at the bar? Because I was watching this guy who I know, and he reckons you're only allowed 3 drinks when you're having a meal, whether it's dinner time or your evening meal or dinner time, but not any other time. In other words, you have to buy drinks at the bar. Now, is that true or what? Used to be worth it, but don't think so anymore, Johnny, especially the Balearic, Steve H says. Yeah, well, I think that's it, because this guy I know, he did a video and he went to Mallorca, or whatever you call it, and he was only allowed 3 drinks when he's eating, and he wasn't allowed to have any drinks in the day or the evening, included in the inclusive deal. It was excluded. So that really is not all inclusive, is it? Roger says we had 3 drinks all day and night at the Fanaby Hotel. Yes, true, Johnny. Balearic Islands only. Rob and Mrs. Rob says. Okay. Right, so in the Balearic Islands it applies, but not in... So not in Spain mainland or Tenerife then, or does it apply in Spain mainland? Well, it didn't apply in Spain mainland, because I was allowed to have as many drinks as I wanted when I stayed at the Grand Hotel Bali in Benidorm, and that was all inclusive. That's the only ever holiday I've had all inclusive. The only other holiday I had was when I went with my daughter. We went to Tenerife and we stayed at a place near Los Gigantes, and it wasn't in Los Gigantes, it was just outside Los Gigantes. I think it's in Santiago or whatever, some hotel up on the hill. It was a TUI holiday, and I can't remember the name of the hotel, but I remember we was there, and it was unlimited. It was unlimited drinks, literally all day and night, and food. It was amazing, and that was pretty cool. But like I say, I've never had any other holidays like it, so I normally just go for a room or breakfast. I've had a few holidays with breakfasts. I stayed at Laguna Park 2 in Costa Adeje with breakfast, or I went to breakfast every day and I paid €7 for a breakfast, which was quite reasonable back then. That was in 2009, 2010. But every other holiday I've had, it's always been room only, and Balearics have tourist tax now as well, right? Okay, so how much is that then? That's going to be the new thing now, isn't it? Tourist tax. It hasn't come in yet, has it, in Tenerife? But it's going to come in, isn't it? It's happening in Italy. It's happening in certain places, yes, this tourist tax. Not too keen on that tourist tax. Rob and Mrs. Rob, Mallorca was my worst ever holiday. Nothing there. Greece has tourist tax. Okay. So there's going to be tourist tax everywhere eventually, isn't it? I think they've got it in Barcelona now, tourist tax. Venice, they've got it. They've got it in other places in Italy. Greece, they've got it. I am going to 2 places next week, and I'm not sure if I've got to pay tourist tax where I'm going, but I'm not going to tell you where that is right now. It's a secret. I'm not going to drop myself in it and go, oops, I shouldn't have said that. I'll have to let you know. I'll let you know when I go there, or I'll have to do some research, because I haven't got a bloody clue. Oh dear. One of the places I'm going, which I'm still not going to tell you where it is very expensive apparently, and not too impressed, but I'm going to have to put up with it now. Bed and breakfast is enough for me, as like to go out each day for a meal and try different places, and so cheap in Tenerife. Yes, you're right there, Damien. That's what I like to do. I like to just have a room only, or breakfast included, and that's enough. I don't bother with lunchtime and evening meals. I can't be bothered. There's hundreds and thousands of restaurants in Tenerife, isn't there? To bars and restaurants to go out and try, and it's like freedom, innit? It's like you go where you fancy, innit? You're not tied down. So number 1C in. Eh? So no one's seeing. What's that? What are they not seeing? I took my footwell lights out when I left my car at the airport. You took your footwell lights out when you left your car at the airport. Good idea. Rob and Mrs. Rob, we prefer South Catering apartments or a house. Nice to go out and about. That's it. Kickoff Adventures says. I've only ever used all-inclusive for breakfast and alcohol. Steve H. So you're too drunk for the lunchtime and the evening meals. So you just live off breakfast and alcohol. Right, fair enough. I would imagine you have a few snacks and meals. Come on, Steve H. I must admit though, when I stayed at this hotel near Los Gigantes, it was brilliant. It was like you went down, you had how can I explain it? It was like a big open area with table and chairs looking down at the sea, and literally it was not far from the reception. You would literally just have a tap, a beer tap. It wasn't even at the bar. It was like a little corner with the taps to pour the pints, and all you had to do, you just got a plastic cup or whatever, and you just literally go up to it. There's no staff, and you just help yourself, have as many as you like, and it was brilliant. It was like your own personal beer tap. You booked an apartment in September. You've booked an apartment in September 25 for £2,500. Blimey. And you said how much your other one was earlier, didn't you? How much was that? 2,000. Oh, blimey, I nearly lost my phone then. 2,000. Wow, Roger. I suppose that's not bad though, is it? 500 a week for everything, accommodation. I mean, blimey, if you had £400 worth of food and drink, and it's only cost you £100 to stay in it. It's not bad, is it? And that includes your flights and baggage as well. That's quite, and transfers. That's quite a good deal actually, Roger. That is a bloody good deal, mate. I think you got yourself a right bargain there. I'm tempted to join you, Roger. Not for the whole month, but maybe for a week or two. You must have a lot of took, Roger. Used to be worth it, but don't think so anymore, Johnny. Okay, yeah, we said that one ages ago. God, I've gone backwards on the comments. Hang on a minute, I'm going to have to go forward again. I tried that Chinese buffet, Fu Lin, near Burger King in Los Cristianos, and was excellent, and it was all inclusive. I would never have found it out. That was where Colin went, wasn't it? The Foolin, the Foolin. Do you know what? I still haven't been there, the Foolin. I wonder how much it was. I don't think I've watched all of Colin's video. I can't remember the price. Does anyone know how much it was? The Foolin. How much was it, Damien? Well, you've been there, so you would know, wouldn't you? How much was it? When did you go there? What was it? 15 euros? 20 euros? John, scroll up. You're way behind. That's good. Some places in Greece are 3k a week in September before flights. Rob and Mrs. Rob says, flights I have to book. Oh, you haven't booked your flights yet. So that's just the hotel then. You think it was 14 euros 2 weeks ago? Blimey, that's cheap, Damien. Wow. Well, the ones I go to is there's Hong Kong hot buffet. I think that's I can't remember how much it was now. I think it was about 13 or 14 euros. I went there in March. And then years ago I used to go along the road near the Rum Pot opposite. There's a place called Mandarins. It's only a tiny little buffet. That used to be about 10 euros. It's probably more now. And then there's one near the Dublin bar. Is it the new commercial centre? That one's still 10 euros, but it's not the best. It's not the best quality, but it's all right. And then there's that Chen Yong, is it? Chen Yong? Down from the Dublin bar to the seafront, near the Jaguar bar. There's one there. I think that one's about, I can't remember now. I'm terrible with prices. I think it's about 13 euros. But drinks are extra. All these places, drinks are extra. But for the food, it's worth it, because if you don't like something, you try something else. But I can't remember where it was I went now. Oh, that was it. I went to the Mongolian restaurant near the at the bottom of the Mirador Strip, and I went there with was it Damien? I think it was Tenerife Tez, Dave and Anne, and Keith. We went there, and I think it was 18 euros or something. 18 euros. It was really nice, and but they had a policy. They had a policy which a lot of restaurants don't do. They had if you put a load of food on the plate and you don't eat it, they will charge you a fee to dispose of the excess wastage food that's on your plate. So you need to be very careful that you just put enough on the plate that you're going to eat. And if it's something new that you've never tried, then you just want to try a as Daniel would say, the crackmaster, a wincy bit. Just try a little wincy bit of food, and then that way they can't sting you. We can try that Foolin in December if we are out at the same time in December. Okay, Damien, yeah, I'll bear that in mind, yeah. Lucas has retracted a message. What was you going to say, Lucas? Slow Boat 2, your favourite. Oh, no, definitely not the Slow Boat 2, no way. Helen, I'm still on. Yes, I'm still on, Helen. I'll tell you a good Chinese you could try. It's not a buffet. It's Well, there's two good Chineses I can recommend because I've been to them. There's the Peking Gardens in the Columbus Strip, which is near the Kelly O'Reilly bar. I think it's next to the Aberdeen Steakhouse on that Columbian Strip, those row of restaurants. The Peking Garden restaurant. Has anyone been there? I went in there with Denise, and it was really nice, and I recommend going back there again, and or you go in there if you've never been there. And the other place I recommend is it's a place called the Slow Yacht, the Slow Yacht 2, not the Slow Boat 2, the Slow Yacht 2. Have you been there? It's near the Miami Caf, if you know where the Miami Caf is, or it's up from the Palm Beach Hotel. If you walk up from the Palm Beach, from the corner bar, up past Palm Beach, and there's a little Chinese next to a couple of little shops. It's called the Slow Yacht 2. The lady and the man that run it, they are really friendly, and the food's really good, and the prices are very reasonable, and I highly recommend you go there. I went there with Denise, and I did a live there. It's on my channel if you have a look, and yeah, it's really nice there. And we did bump into her again and say hello, and we was meant to go back there, but we didn't go back there again, unfortunately. But we probably got distracted going somewhere else. But I highly recommend you go there. Is Denise still thinking of going away in December, John? Well, to be honest, Lucas, that's too far ahead. To be honest. She's not well, is she? She's in a lot of pain at the moment. So I'd say, as it stands, she's not going to be going away in December. But I could be wrong. Who knows? I'm sure she'd like to go back to Tenerife. She does like it there. She has met some of the YouTubers and that, and people out there. So I'm sure she might go back out there if she's up for it, if she's well enough. Hello, Helen Casey. Not seen you on here for ages, Steve H says. Stephen Cooper shared a photo on Instagram. We haven't had Steve Cooper on here for ages, have we? Or Julie. Don't know what's happened to them. Never mind. So are you thinking of going in December, Lucas, to Tenerife? I mean, one thing I was going to say, I got a message from someone the other day. I don't know if this is true or fake, but apparently there's going to be a meetup of some YouTubers in June in Tenerife. But I'm not sure who those YouTubers are, because no one's letting on. They're keeping it very hush hush. But I haven't found any more information out yet. If I find any more information out, I'll let you know. But apparently there's some YouTubers that are meeting up in June in Tenerife, and I was told to get myself out there, and this person would buy me some drinks if I go out there. But I don't know if this is true or false, if it's happening, so I don't know. Who knows? But I haven't booked to go there yet. But if I know the people that are going out there, and if I'm invited to join them, then I might book up to go out there. But if I don't know them, or if I'm not invited to join them, then I won't bother, because I don't want to be left out. I don't want to be left out if I'm on holiday. It's not very nice if you know people are around and they don't want you involved. It's not very nice. So Are you one of the YouTubers that's going? No, I'm not one of the YouTubers. No, I know there's some other YouTubers going, but I don't know who they are. I've got a rough idea who they might be, but I'm not saying any names. But apparently, there's meant to be a meetup of some YouTubers in June for a week. No, John, you left out on your own. I know. Be positive, Helen, and I'm sure you'll get better. Steve H says. Are you feeling better now, Helen? Not really, Steve. Oh, sorry to hear that, Helen. You're not been well. I hope you get better. Stay here with your friends. Yeah, well, I've got close friends. I've got distant friends, if that's what you want to call them. I've got medium sort of friends. I've got all different types of friends, you know. So you just mingle with the right people at the right time, don't you? Wilder man, what's that? Widdy man on the right. Hello. Reach out to Pete and Shell. Life with Lucas says. Berth Holt Hoover. Hey mate, you a fan of Pokemon? No, I'm not a fan of Pokemon, I'm afraid. Yeah. I know. I'd like to go away with Pete and Shell again. They're a lovely couple, really friendly people, and I have enjoyed my holidays with Pete and Shell. They are really nice people, and they were very friendly. They were very nice to me when I went up to Newcastle and stayed there. I've been there twice. I went there once before I went to Fuerteventura with them, and then I went a second time with Denise. We drove up to Newcastle. I went up with Denise in a car. The first time I flew up there, that was a good day out. I enjoyed that, and it was a great holiday with them. It's not a hard username to read, Johnny Wild, Widdy man on the right. It's just my eyes. Apologies, my eyesight's terrible, Widdy man. Even with these, do you know what? I don't know what it is. 2 years, about what? Say 3 years ago, my eyesight was perfect. I could have no glasses on. I could read small print. I could fix things with my eyes, like little tiny screws, and then all of a sudden my eyes have just started deteriorating. The distance, and every year it seems to be getting worse. And I don't know if it's because I'm buying these cheap glasses, these £1 glasses, and they're effing me eyes up. But I don't think these things are doing my eyes any good. Probably need to get another eye test and pay for some decent glasses, you know. Because all these cheap glasses, they're all different strengths. You don't know what one you're meant to be on. And I mean, I've got these glasses here that I've got on now, right? And I'm looking at some of the words and they're a bit blurry, but on the screen it's okay. I take them off, instantly blurry. I put these ones on with no handles, and the blurred writing over there is not blurry anymore, but I can still see everything clear, just like these ones. But I think these ones are more powerful than these ones. So these ones must be the right ones for me, and these ones are the wrong ones. I shouldn't be using these ones. These ones are rubbish. I think I'm getting migraines when I'm looking at everything with these. After a while, I get migraines. If I have these ones on, I find these ones. I know they've got no handles. Oh, I know they've got no handles on. But if I get the same ones like this with handles on, then I should feel better, more comfortable with them ones than these ones. These ones I might throw in the bin soon, because they're not the right ones. In fact, I don't know why I'm even using them actually. You know, for a short period they're okay, but for a long period they're crap. Get your eyes checked. Yeah, I'll get my eyes checked, Roger. Hi, Widdy. Widdy on the right. So, bloody hell, it's midnight now. 2 hours, 49 minutes. Didn't time go fast, eh? Get to Specsavers. Yeah, get to Specsavers. Go to the shop and look at some writing you can't see and test different glasses until you can read the writing and you know what strength glasses you need. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Steve H, but the thing is, you forget what strength you are, don't you, after a while? I think these ones are +2 and these ones are +2.5. I have got another pair sitting over there. They might have the strength on them because these ones don't have the stickers on anymore. Let me go and get the other ones. Let's see if the other ones are the same as these ones or these ones. Then that will give me an idea of what to get. Ah. Right, I've got these ones here. I think I got these in Benidorm a few months ago. Let's see what strength these ones are. You never get it, Widdy man. Think, ride, but wide. Now these are +2. These ones are +2. Right. Right, I'm gonna put these on now. Let's see if these ones are better than them ones. Right, here we go then. So that's clear. That's clear. Everything's clear. Bit blurry down there. Right. Let's try these ones then. Clear, clear, clear. That looks clearer. That looks blurry. Right, so these ones are more powerful then. These ones are more powerful. So these must be a 2.5. These are a 2. So really, these are no good. And then these ones must be the same then. No, that's blurry, 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 clear. So these are worse. These ones are worse than them ones. Well, these ones must be 1.5 then. These must be 1.5. These are 2. And these ones are +2.5. So the 2.5 seems to be the best one because everything's clear. Whether it's far away, not far away, or yes. There you go. So there you go, I've worked out what strength I am then. I must be a 2.5. But saying that, these could be a 2.5. Well, they can't be a +3. There's no way they're a +3. No, they're not a +3. Well, I have got another pair of glasses. I've got a collection now because I keep buying them. I've got some metal ones and those ones, they've got, instead of plastic, they're metal. And they seem to last longer, the metal ones, so maybe the metal ones are the ones to get. You need a 3+, Roger says. Steve, you crack me up. John, you're hilarious without knowing, bless you. Yeah. Preferably with arms though, that's it, yeah. Can you see wide or widdy? I can see long distance. You know, if I was driving a car or if I'm looking over the other side of the room or people coming towards me or a car registration or whatever, I can read all that fine. It's only when you're... I just need reading glasses. Close up. Everything close up is blurry. So there you go. So what would that mean? I'm short-sighted. Am I short-sighted? Is that right? Long-sighted is when you can't see stuff far away, isn't it? Short-sighted is when it's got to be close up, yeah? So, I mean, +2 is okay to read your comments on my phone, but certain distances of text or certain sizes is blurry. So I think I'm a 2.5. I'm a 2.5er. I'm a 2.5er, man. Oh dear. I don't think I'm a 3+, Roger. I think that's too powerful. New videos uploaded. Take a peek, friends. Arsenal since 1991. What videos do you do, Arsenal since 1991? Plastic or metal makes no difference if you can't see. Yeah. I find when I watch these videos and I've got these glasses on, one eye looks bigger than the other. It's like one zoomed in and the other one's like really small. Do you find that? These glasses, they make your eyes look terrible, don't they? Hello, I got new arms. I'm armless. Oh dear, you gotta laugh. You could have gold, Johnny. It wouldn't matter. So can you see wide man? Wide man? What, I've got to see a wide man? I don't know. If I look at that box of beers and a party speaker and a can of beer near me and the paper, it doesn't change size. It's all the same. It's just the writing. Wide or widdy? I don't know what you're going on about. What is it I don't get? I don't get this. Is this a joke? Come on, I'm being a bit thick here. I don't know what you mean. I don't get it. Jerry Productions. The song name is Quizas Solidja. Adrian's Lviv. What you heard on the glass of fish. What you had? What's that? What you had on the glass of fish? Aha. This is what makes Johnny so funny. Let's unwind ASMR. I'm from the UK too. Oh dear. He certainly is funny. Is this where I'm funny? Okay. That's good then. Maybe I should act like this more, yeah? OMG. Is one eye bigger than the other? Look, when I'm close up, look, that eye looks bigger than that one. It looks like I've got something wrong with this eye. Look, there's something not right. Look at that. Look at the state of that, man. That is bloody awful, isn't it? These glasses are... It looks like I've got my eyes zipped up or something. Oh dear, you gotta laugh. Wide man on the right. Oh, you want to? Is this about my eyes? Wide man on the right. Is that the joke? Is this one wider than that one? Yeah. Speaker Beer dark web page. Still, he still doesn't get it. It's turning into a joke. What's going on with the little tufts of hair on the bald bit? Yeah, look at those two bits of hair there. Look, it looks like a little it looks like two little fangs. It looks like something from Tintin or something. That is hilarious. It's like, oh my god. It looks like when you look at that, it's like a little, it's like a bit of loose hair that someone stuck on my head. They are ladies' glasses, you know. Are they? Oh dear, you gotta laugh. It's his name, Johnny. You're saying it wrong. Mobile mobile antenna. Yeah, it's a mobile antenna. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Look, it rotates. The hairs go like this. Zzz. Oh dear. I am wide man on the right, not widdy man on the right. Do you understand? I am wide man on the right, not widdy man on the right. Do you understand? No, I don't understand, sorry. Oh dear, you gotta laugh. Right, you're growing horns. Must have gotten excited and decided to grow back. Yes. Oh dear. I'm narrow man on the left. Better watch yourself, wide boy. It's not widdy, it's wide man. Wide man on the right, wide man on the right. I give up. I'm clearly not wanted. Widdy diddy. I've tried wide man. Wide man. Widdy man. Oh, I get it now. I think I get it. Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit dumb, aren't I? Yeah. So it looks like wide man, but it's not wide man, it's widdy man, yeah? Is that it? I get it. I finally clicked. Yes. Yay. 10 hours later, 10 years later, I finally got it. Yes. I've realised. Yes, my brain's registered. Thank you. Widdy all out of puff. No. Wide man on the right. Okay, I'll give up. It's wide man, not widdy man. Okay, it's wide man. Oh man. You know how to tease me, don't you, you viewers, eh? You're terrible. Oh dear. I can see my friend Lucas being like this. Lucas is a bit like this. Me and Lucas are very similar at certain things, and I'm pretty sure Lucas would be saying the same thing. Twiggy. Wide man on the right. Johnny Bean on the... whatever that is, I can't see that. Don't me in. Now, Lucas, come on. Don't get me involved. Oh dear. Oh well, at least I cheered you up, Helen. That's what you need, isn't it? Being cheered up. There you go. My daughter Kirsty, sometimes she says things to me, and it takes me like an hour to get it, understand it, you know, what she's going on about, and they take the mick out of me, and they laugh their heads off, and eventually I get it, what they're going on about. Do you find you get that? You don't understand what some people are going on about or what they're saying, but you feel like most people do understand what they're saying, but you yourself doesn't understand, and it takes a lot longer to realise. I just feel I'm like that with certain things. Not everything, but certain things. I think jokes, a lot of jokes I don't understand, I don't get. Like I watch pardon me, what's he called? Chubby Brown. I watch Chubby Brown. His jokes, I feel they're so advanced. I don't get all of them. I only get some of them. And I think he must be one of the funniest comedians that I know, and one of the most intelligent comedians I know, because he is very clever. The jokes he comes out with, and some of them are so advanced. You know, my brain just doesn't get what he's going on about. I have to watch it about. I have to play it back. Sometimes I have to watch them about 5, 10, 20 times before I get it, what he's going on about. Are you like that with certain comedians when they tell jokes? Do you understand them instantly every time they say a joke, or do you sort of go, what's he going on about? What's he on about? I don't get it. I find them like that quite a lot with jokes. That's why people like you, because you're so innocent when you don't understand. Advanced jokes, yes. Advanced jokes are difficult to understand, I think. That's me. That's just me. That's how I am. Blackpool, booking soon, Lucas says. God, Lucas is desperate to get to Blackpool, aren't you, eh? Well, do you know what, Lucas? I want to go to Blackpool, but I'm not so sure if it's good to go there anymore, is it? I read something on my phone that it's going to rain for a month. It's going to rain in the UK for a month. Does anyone believe that? Do you think that's absolute nonsense and fake? Well, apparently, this thing I read on the phone earlier, it said that the UK is set for the wettest summer for 100 years. And if that's the case, then it's not going to be good to go away in the UK this summer, is it? So, I think it... if it's fake or if it's real, I don't know. It could be real. It might not be real. Looking at October, Lucas says. So you said you're going to be busy in September, didn't you? Steve H says, I either find them funny or must be crap if a joke doesn't make me laugh. Steve, what is your surname? Right, so what is the battery power on here? We got 100% battery, so that's good. We've been live 3 hours now, 7 minutes. So we've gone, I'll have to change the title of this live to live chat, won't I? No quiz today due to lack of interest. Yes. Right, so it's nearly half midnight now. I'm surprised so many people have stayed on here. I thought people would have ran a mile by now, but obviously not. So I think we're coming to the end of this live now, aren't we? So we've talked about Tenerife, we've talked about plane crashes, we've talked about, what have we talked about? People going away on certain dates to Tenerife. Just do your thing, Johnny. Don't pay attention to the UK weather. I've been watching a YouTuber called Spice Heads. He shows all the bad bits of Blackpool and what a dive it is. Well, I think you could do that with anywhere, couldn't you? You could show all the bad parts of a town and all the bad people of a town or city. We've talked about Widdy, yeah. I think I think when you go to a place, it's how you see it at the end of the day. It's not how others have seen it. I mean, they can advise you, and you can sort of take in what they've seen and what you've seen, like from magazines or social media. But until you actually go there yourself to that place that you might not have been to before, you don't know what to expect, do you? You can only just assume this and assume that and maybe this and maybe that. It's only when you get there then you know what a place is like, because you'll judge it yourself. We talked about Widdy, yeah. So the only thing I want to go to Blackpool for, if I go back there, is to have another £1 burger and see the illuminations on the trams and along the promenade, and that's about it really. Maybe the pleasure park, the Blackpool pleasure theme park, or whatever you call it. That's about it, I think, with Blackpool. There's, and maybe walk around some of the shops, and that's it really. I can't see anything else that interests me with Blackpool. I've been up the Blackpool Tower. I've been in the horror place. I've been in the Weatherspoons bars. I've been along the seafront. I've been to Fleetwood. I've been to the airport. I haven't watched a football match at Blackpool. Maybe I could go and watch Blackpool play a game at their football ground. They got a Sea Life Centre there, haven't they? What I would enjoy... My skull is bulletproof. What are you going on about? Change the name to Woody. Who, me? Doug, hi. Hello, Doug. Oh, we got people coming and going all the time on this live, haven't we? I might as well do a 24-hour live, haven't I? Oh dear, gotta laugh. Christina Braveman, Johnny, can you go to a really good fish and chips in London? Maybe. I need to go to some fish and chip shops in Brighton. I haven't really done any fish and chip shops in Brighton yet. I did go to a fish and chip shop a few months ago, but I had a pizza, and it was the tiniest pizza I've ever eaten in my life. And it was like, how much was it? It was something ridiculous, like £18 or something. It was something ridiculous. Buy one, get one free. I can do some fish and chip reviews in Blackpool. I can do some fish and chip reviews in London. I could do some in Brighton. And some more in Eastbourne. I have done a couple in Eastbourne. Apparently there's apparently there's a fish and chip shop called Churchill's in Eastbourne, and it's in the top 50. It's in the top 50 best fish and chip shops in the UK. So maybe I'll go and do a review there soon at the Churchill fish and chip shop. You want to see vlogs in Brighton, Steve H says. Okay. Yeah, we can. Well, that's a bit silly, really. I'm born and bred Brighton, and it's like I haven't really done that much in Brighton, to be honest. YouTubing. Lucas has done quite well with doing vlogs in Brighton. I'll give him credit. I don't know if it's because I've lost my I've lost my heart. I've lost my love for Brighton, probably, because it's changed so much. Brighton's changed so much. I don't think Brighton is as good as what it used to be, but you have to try and be positive about a place, don't you? And think, well, just because there's some crap bits about Brighton doesn't mean there isn't any good bits about Brighton. There are good bits of Brighton, so take us around the red light district in Brighton. I don't know if there is a red light district in Brighton, to be honest. If you, I think the only area of Brighton I can think of that's the red light district from memory is I might be wrong here if anyone's watching from Brighton. It used to be up near the. It used to be like sort of round the back of Western Road and Palmyra's not. Is it Palmyra Square? Or near the West Pier. I think that used to be where the red light district of Brighton is. There used to be a lot of basement flats with women, you know, like offering their services. Like when you used to go in the phone boxes years ago and you used to have their numbers in the phone box or like stickers on the lampposts. Oh dear. Lucas has been doing Brighton videos since his channel began, yeah. Yeah, I've only done a couple in Brighton at night. I've done one at Molly Malone's bar and I did one at this other bar in, I don't know if it was Middle Street or Ship Street. It was in the basement, this bar. They're on my other channel, the John Martin UK. There's a couple of little videos on there of Brighton. All the videos I've done of Brighton have mainly been in the marina, Brighton Marina, and a couple along the beach, the Brighton Pier, and a couple of food reviews. I think that's about it. I haven't done any more with Brighton, to be honest. There's a lot more I could do with Brighton. There's you've got the you know, you've got lots of pubs in Brighton. There's lots of restaurants. There's lots of cafes. There's lots of you've got Hove. You've got the Hove area as well, not just Brighton. Any overnight camping allowed in Brighton? I don't think that's allowed, Steve H. No. Do you have a lot of Eastern European in Brighton? Well, we've got a mixture now. There seems to be more. Different nationalities living in Brighton now. More than what there used to be. I would say there's more. We've got quite a big Muslim community of people in Brighton, and there used to be a lot of Polish people here, but they seem to have moved on, a lot of the Polish. I'd say there's quite a lot of Polish people in Eastbourne, and some Muslims in Eastbourne. More. I know some people don't like me saying this, but there's more coloured people in Eastbourne than there is Brighton. Brighton's got a lot of students in it. Yeah, a lot of the attractions. I haven't done any of the attractions in Brighton. I haven't made an effort. Lucas has done well. He's done the I-360 and the Sea Life Centre, and he showed the Saltdean Lido, I think. Didn't you, Lucas? Do you have a drive that I can borrow to camp in Brighton? No, I'm afraid not, Steve. Hi, Lucas. Good morning. Jesus, this live's going on. We're going to have to end in a minute. Gay scenes are good, apparently, in Brighton. Well, we got the Gay Pride coming up in Brighton soon in August, so that's not far away, is it? That's only what 8 weeks away. So maybe I think last year it rained and I was gonna do it. I was gonna do the Gay Pride. Um, what do you call it? Carnival parade procession. But because it rained, I didn't bother. But if it's going to be nice weather this year and I'm here and I'm not away, then I will do a video of the Gay Pride procession, because that's quite good apparently. I don't normally watch it. I've only watched it a few times. They do have a big meet-up in Preston Park, and they normally have a concert on, and they get some famous singer or a couple of bands in. They had Britney Spears here one year, and they had who did they have here the other year? Christina Gagliera or whatever you call her. She was here, and I think they've had Kylie Minogue here. They've had Steps. Steps have been here. Yeah, they've had various pop bands come here for Gay Pride. Yeah, my daughters Kirsty and Chloe have been to quite a few of them. So I'm sure there's videos on YouTube with these if you look them up. I'm sure if you search, they come up. Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of gay people. Well, I don't know if there's so many now, but there used to be quite a lot of gay people living in Kemptown. Kemptown used to be the main area for gay people, but I would imagine they live anywhere now. Surely you must see vans parked up with people sleeping in them. They're everywhere. Well, not really, Steve, because it's not. Well, I suppose after 8 o'clock at night till what is it, 9 o'clock the next day, it's free parking. So maybe some vans park up along the seafront and in permit zones until they have to move the next day. Yeah, I suppose you do get some parked up. Yeah. On the seafront, probably all over the place, Steve. Yeah, do Gay Pride. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll try and do that then if we can. I'll write it down. I'm writing down things that people want me to do, or people going away on certain dates. I'm trying to write it all down, so I've got try and build a picture, because every time people tell me stuff to do, or they're going here or they're going there, I don't write it down and then I forget. So I'm writing it all down now. My uncle is gay. He always goes to Brighton. He met his husband from Brighton. Okay. Stay in UK for summer. Gonna be great. Dance music event on the beach this summer. Yeah, there is. There was a concert on the other day in East Brighton Park. That was on for 2 days. I didn't go to that. I should have gone to that. I missed out there. I missed out on a couple of good concerts there. So
McDonald's new mix and match menu.
you know, you got to keep ahead of all these events happening, haven't you? You got to plan. I'm not very good at planning. I don't think that's what it is. And then before you know it, all the events have gone and you miss them. I like car rallies. They have some car rallies. I don't even know if I've missed it, but they normally have an annual mini London to Brighton run. I like going to that. I'm not sure if I've missed it. If I haven't missed it, I'm going to have to try and go to that, because that's a good thing. I think they're scrapping the speed trials now. I don't think they're having them anymore. That's something that's been going on in Brighton for a long time, but the council have decided to stop it. Can you do a food vlog at the Madeira Harvester opposite the pier? Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I could go there. Yeah. There's a harvester there. There's a harvester in Eastbourne as well. I could go to. Any Volkswagen weekends in Brighton? Well, I don't know. There might be, Steve. I'll have to have a look, mate. To be honest, I don't make the effort to look. I'm sure they might have one. They have all the Lambrettas down, don't they, on a bank holiday? I think that's in August, the August bank holiday. That one, the Lambretta one. So that's the next bank holiday, isn't it? The end of August. I did do a little vlog on one. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but I didn't really I didn't put enough effort in. I didn't show enough enthusiasm filming that. So the next time they have one on, I'm going to try and have more energy, more enthusiasm to film more of it and to make it better. Possibly do a few recorded videos and do a live, because that is good. That Lambretta meet up. I was there last year, just interested to see how you get on there. Yes, I have been in there to eat that place, Rob and Mrs. Rob. I did go there with a couple of friends. I can't remember how long ago it was now. I think it must have been about 2 years ago. Don't go there very often, but I could go there, yes. I don't see why not, yeah. I quite liked Lucas's video of the open market in Brighton off London Road. I thought that was good, Lucas. Well done. He did a little video walking through the open market. I was going to do that, but still haven't got round to doing it. Mind you, I'm trying to think if I have done a video going around the open market. It might have been when I first started YouTube. I might have a video somewhere where I did do it. But if I haven't done it, then it's long overdue. I need to do a video down there. Maybe a bit more around London Road area. London Road, Western Road and the North Lanes and the Lanes. Maybe a vlog inside the Pavilion. That would be quite a good vlog to do in Brighton. The Theatre Royal, maybe. Maybe try and do some hotel reviews in Brighton. That could be a good idea. You know, maybe go into some hotels and ask if I can film inside the hotels, and ask if they can let me look inside a room. Do the set lunch menu with endless salad. Yeah, well, funny enough, there is a harvester down the marina as well. It's called the Catalina. I think that's the same franchise. So you could do two, I suppose. You could do one at the marina and one at that one you're on about. Where do you go a lot? What's that? You go there a lot. Should do a video, Lucas says. Where's that? How is Denise and Danny? Denise is in a lot of pain. It's going to take her a long time to get ready. Get better, I think. I don't know how long it's going to take. No idea. Danny, I've messaged him a few times. I haven't really been in regular contact with him. I'll probably contact him more soon. I've been very busy and just haven't had chance to have lots of conversations with him, I'm afraid. But he's still a good friend. So, do you know about the all-inclusive hotel in Blackpool? No. Can you give us a clue where you're going? No, I'm not giving anyone a clue. Sorry. Nope. I'll tell you what, I bet the ultimate food review would be to go in the Grand Hotel and have a meal in the Grand Hotel. Can you imagine how much that would be? That would probably be so expensive. I'd have an heart attack when the bill comes, wouldn't I? It'd be like that. It'd be like that Fools and Horses. That Fools and Horses when Del Boy goes on a date with what's her name? The one he used to go out with in Fools and Horses. What's her name? I can't think of her name now. Not Cassandra. That was with Rodney, wasn't it? What's her name? Oh my God. The woman with Del Boy. He went for a date, didn't he, in this posh hotel in London, and then he was being flashed when he like making out he was a yuppie, and he was letting her have whatever, and he was ordering all this flash stuff, and then the bill came and he was like choking to death because it was so expensive. Oh dear. And then he paid the waiter to say there was an important phone message. Oh dear. Oh dear. What was the name of Del Boy's partner in Fools and Horses? My brain's gone blank. Have tea at the Grand Hotel. My cousin goes there. Oh dear. Raquel, that's it. Raquel, Kickoff Adventures. Thank you. Yes, Raquel, that was it. Right, well, I think I'm going to end this live now. It's getting very late, and I think we've had enough conversation tonight. It's been a good live, so thanks everyone. It was not too bad in the end, was it? So we'll have a live chat another time. I haven't done this for quite a while. I don't do these very often, so I'm going to go now. I'm going to call it a day, guys. So thanks everyone for coming on. Click the thumbs up if you like this live, this chat, and we can all have a laugh another time, yeah? Maybe I'll try and do a regular chat every week, maybe. I don't do many live chats. I don't care where you go, but I recommend you go back to Gran Canaria in the winter. My elderly mother likes your videos. Okay, well, yeah, I might go back to Gran Canaria. We'll talk about that another time. Right, I'm going to retire. I'm going to go and put my head down now. And you probably all need to put your heads down. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you another time. And we can all have a laugh, a chat another time, yeah? Alright, so I'll see you later, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. I might do the quiz tomorrow night, by the way. So if you're up for doing a quiz tomorrow night, look out for a quiz. Alright, so I'll see you later, guys. Night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.